All right, welcome back, everybody, to DangIT Prodcast, the show where we talk about video games, anime, manga. My name is Justin,
My name's Philip.
and welcome back, everybody. It's been a week. Phil, how you been?
Good. Tired, but Black Friday's almost here, and I'm just getting ready. I'm getting ready for having to work the Black Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's true, dude. So everyone knows at this point that like Aniyah and I, and unfortunately, I don't think Aniyah could be here because he got sick. But we went to Virginia the other week, and we met face to face with Mark, which is crazy. He might show up on stream in just a little bit, but
Yeah, I think he said a little. He's running a little late, but he'll be here.
yeah. So it was Mark's wedding. It was super nice. It was kind of cold over there. I'm not gonna lie. We got acclimated, but it took a little bit. What we didn't get acclimated for was definitely the jet lag that followed suit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think my issue was just the fact that I could not sleep comfortably on the plane, in the airport. It's just like I can't. There's not a good time period where I could just like knock out and not be concerned about anything. But that was definitely one of my first like trips, like going to East Coast. So, Phil, I'm ready. I'm ready for New York.
Let's do it, dude.
Let's do it.
I told Aniyah on. I went to go take him to the airport for the trip. I told Aniyah, I was like, 2026, dog. Let's plan it.
Ooh,
Bet, dude. Give me a year to raise my son a little bit.
yeah, maybe some funds here and there.
Maybe catch up on some funds. Because next year we got to try to do San Fran so we can get to the Nintendo store.
I look forward to that.
Wait. But I got to go back to the motherland. I got to go back to New York, get into the Nintendo store in New York again. Man, it would be so cool. I told him I don't know if you want to do the touristy stuff. It's up to you. I don't mind doing the touristy stuff, but if you want to do the Statue of Liberty,
That seems kind of cool, but like if it might get in the way of any other cool stuff that we can do, that'll be like let's just like brush it away, and we'll work on some of the things we want to do.
If we plan things out accordingly, we can do a lot. We did a lot in 1 week, but even I didn't do everything in 1 week.
Okay.
But we did like a good amount of stuff in 1 week. Like we walked the Brooklyn Bridge. We went to like up the Statue of Liberty. We did all that together in 1 day. So
That's crazy.
Rode the subway, went to Yankee Stadium. Like we did a bunch of stuff that week. Watched 2 different Broadway shows, 1 off-Broadway show. Shopped a bunch in Times Square. Like
It's very nice.
Yeah,
Could you even guesstimate like how much you'd walked over the course of that day? Just that day.
a lot.
Dude.
A lot. But you don't drive or anything.
Right.
Dog, my favorite part about New York was looking at everybody who owns a car, and every single car has a fender bender or a bump. That's not an exaggeration. Look, you walk down like some streets, and you just see like people's cars are parked in front of their houses and apartments. Just
Like
a bunch of fender benders and a bunch of bumps, and scratches. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you, dog.
It's the initiation. You learn afterward.
Don't own a new car in New York. Own a used car.
Because you won't drive long enough to really know the side effects of it.
Like it's so crazy, but like no, yeah, we just walk everywhere.
You never did the because Iran brought it up. You never did the $1 pizzas, right?
We never got to do the $1 pizza. We did get New York pizza, but we didn't get to do the $1 pizza. We did 4 different places, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. Joe's Pizza was really good.
Pizza time. I hear it.
Yeah, Joe's Pizza was kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. It's the
Okay.
priciest one of the bunch, but it was the best one.
It's crazy because we had pizza while we were out there in Virginia. It was nothing fancy whatsoever. But like I remember you telling me that you couldn't have any other pizza here anymore because it was just like it was such a difference in quality and taste.
Bro. Pizza in Cali is just like nothing compared to pizza in New York, and I promise. And that's not an exaggeration either. That's like the worst part.
Dude, because it was a nice situation like Aniyah and I found ourselves in. We had like a lot of places like nearby. Although the place that we were at in Virginia didn't have crosswalks, and I had to like double check with myself, like, wait, let me just do a general map search. There's got to be other crosswalks out there. They just don't have and like, well, yeah. So that like area just didn't have those, so it made kind of like crossing the streets a little bit weird, unless like it's just like on your side.
And confirmation in the chat: New York pizza is the best pizza. It really is, dude. I always thought like that was a myth. Right, I was just like, it's just pizza. Mind you, I like pizza, but I'm not the biggest pizza fan in the world.
Sure.
All right, I know Aniyah drags me through hell and back because of that, but I had that pizza. I'm a believer. Like, I am a believer in that myth. I was like, no way, dude. Because here's the thing: I said Joe's Pizza is the best pizza. I stand by that. What with the ones I tried? We still tried like 3 other hole in the wall places, and they were all still better than California pizza. I don't know how you do that. Like,
well, I guess the part of it would have to be that they're not pizza chains, right?
Yeah, some of them are not pizza chains.
That's good.
Joe's Pizza is kind of a chain in New York.
Well, I guess they're just well established over there, but like,
let me rephrase that. Joe's Pizza is the exact pizza they used for the movie in Spider-Man. Like that is the place.
Cool.
They have pictures of Tobey Maguire like actually filming there. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I figured that like when it comes to like the freshness in the ingredients, like everything coming together, that would also just get diluted the more like spots you have set up.
Well, the idea of why New York pizza is best pizza is because you're on the East Coast. So most of the ingredients that come for pizza, like Italian ingredients and stuff like that, there's not a long distance from it because it's East Coast. Europe to New York is the next like hit. So like doesn't take as long for the ingredients to get here. So by the time it gets to California, it's a little like that's the myth, quote unquote. Like that's what it is that the ingredients are fresher because they're coming right off the dock. Like
that's sick. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That's what I've been told. I don't exactly know why, but it is, man. That's just what it is. New York pizza really is that good.
It's kind of like a similar logic to like just getting fish food. It's like better like when it's like right there.
It's good. I can't wait for Aniyah to like tear up pizza every single day we're there.
Tear up is a crazy word for that. But you're right. I want to get a shot of him like trying out like pizza, like that first bite wherever we go, and just seeing that like the sparks start to fly, and he's like, "Dog, I can't go back."
Dude, that was me. That was me and Katrina. We both took a bite and we were like, "Yo, what are we doing with our life, bro? Why are we not here?" Like.
Oh,
right, it's expensive. That's why. That's why we're not over there.
How much would you? Well, I mean, I think you guys probably had to like buy slices, but like, I was imagining like by box.
Two of the places we bought a full pie.
Oh, okay.
It's about 30.
Oh, that's actually higher than I thought. I was
gonna go for the whole.
Gotcha.
For the whole pie, yeah.
Wow. But okay, and as long as it's good, I guess like that. That's the saving grace right there.
Well, we split it between 4 people, so it really wasn't like
fair. And
they're not like pies. They're pies. Like,
they're not like Domino's large. They're like
they're like actual families that should be able to feed a family of 4 or at least 2 Aniyahs. That's a real judgment. That's a real thing. I gotta judge food like quantity based on Aniyah. All right. I will never forget taking him to a rest in peace, by the way. Futa.
Well, hold on, wait.
What is it called? Buca de Beppo. There you go. Buca de Beppo. Yeah, Buca de Beppo. We took him to a Buca de Beppo once, an Italian place, right? But you order in quantity, and he didn't know that. So it tells you on the menu the reason the price is like this is because you're feeding a family of 4 with one order of this. This dude ordered so much food he passed out, and I'm not exaggerating, dude. We all had to look at him and go, "Dude, are you good?" And he's just passed out on one of the booths, just. Because he tried eating all of it. He tried eating all his food. We were like, "Doc, just take it to go. Like, what are you doing?"
He said, "No, I brought this to myself. The limiters are off."
He literally knocked himself out, dude. It was crazy.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I was like, bro, what are we gonna do with him, bro? Like I think we almost had to carry him out until we got him to wake up.
Now, I'm pretty sure like he had way more than I did, but I did go to the Waffle House Ibrahim recommended. It was also just like nearby, so we could just like walk there. And I know that Mark had recommended a couple items there, but like it was this item or this one, and I got both. And I was like, I was eating a couple of them, and I tasted that chocolate waffle. That was great, by the way. But then I realized, like, there's no way I'm gonna finish this.
The thing is, we have a Waffle House here in Cali. It's just it's in the really ghettoest part of like LA, so no one goes to it.
Oh, I was gonna say like why don't we have more Waffle Houses? I guess we do.
We only have
just not
one in Southern California, as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like in the ghettoest part of LA, as far as I remember. Maybe it's closed by now, but like, But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading the comment.
Yeah.
Small tip: don't eat off the street cart foods here in New York unless you feel like you trust it. Oh, you mean street glizzies, bro?
The street glizzies?
Yeah, bro.
I'll trust it enough.
I ate like 3 of them. I was fine. I lived. I'm here to tell the tale.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I was also told there's a cart in every corner in New York. So you literally you have to know the one that can do it right. They're all different. They have the same brands and they all look the same.
Oh,
But people will cook it differently. So you just gotta like, hey,
fair.
Let's try you. Are you good? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
And it wasn't just glizzies. It was also like other things.
Yeah, there's other things, but I only got the glizzies because that's like
right. That's a staple.
That's the touristy. That's a touristy thing, right? Like, I gotta try a street glizzy. Like, Also, New York does not know how to make breakfast. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. Nah. This is a real thing because like one of my things I like to do in the morning when I'm traveling is I wake up, I find a breakfast spot, I go and eat. Call it a day. Every breakfast restaurant we went to, La Diner, whatever, it was just like mediocre as hell. Like,
well, I guess we're talking about sit downs. Yeah,
it's a very because New York, you're up and going. It's a move. Right. It's the city that never stops moving. You know what I mean? Like everything's hustling, bustling. So if you want breakfast, your breakfast option is going to a bagel shop, getting a bagel sandwich. Move. We were walking, eating that food already.
That makes sense. Considering like it's just kind of like you're up and going until like the very end of the shift. Yeah.
Yep.
And you just walk home.
That's basically how it is.
Or I guess you could sit down and like get something, you know.
Tell me I'm wrong, Abraham.
On a roll, he says.
BNC on a roll. You're probably right. That's the thing. You're probably right. I only had 1 week to be there, dog. I could only try so many things. All right.
Oh yeah. Mr. It's interesting. Yeah. So Mark's in the chat right now.
Yeah. But like Abraham, I promise you I promise you I tried. I tried to as bagel shops were dank. Absolutely. I stand by that. Also, not all the bagels were amazing. I'm sorry. I know that's a big thing in New York. Like, oh yeah, bagels, bro. But like, maybe it's just because I haven't had the right one. Again, I gotta find the right ones.
Right.
I only had 1 week to actually experience these things, and let me tell you, 1 week was not enough. There's like way too many things, and this is mostly just Manhattan. I didn't even get to really explore like Brooklyn or like the Bronx or like Queens. I just explored mostly Manhattan with a little bit of Brooklyn. That was it. But like the only thing I did in the Bronx was go to Yankee Stadium. That's it.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely a trip we're gonna have to kind of like prep and plan that out. Same with San Fran.
But San Fran, yeah. San Fran's a little easier to plan out though. There's really not much to look at in San Fran. Like, I mean, Union Square, Fisherman's Wharf, like. But yeah, So we're supposed to talk about the Game Awards and have Mark talk about his wedding a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But he's not here. So
Yeah, that's the problem. Mark.
yeah. So,
Mark, you changed. Ever since you got married, you've changed. You're a whole different person. But that's fair. Yeah, I was actually kind of like curious because you know, they got married and then we figured that we just wouldn't see them after that. But it was like literally the day after that, they were like, "You want to go to a zoo?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." It's funny enough.
People don't immediately just go on their honeymoon like right after. That's not how that, unless it's planned like that.
Right?
That's kind of crazy. Granted, my situation was different. I had to wait a whole year to go on my honeymoon, but I got married in 2020, so you know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. But like, I waited a year to go on a. We went on a cruise down Mexico.
Ooh, cool.
That was fun. But yeah, do you want to do pickups first before we go into anything else? That way we can just get out of the way.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. It only makes the most sense here. So how should we go this? I know like I can go like chronologically of things like I picked up, but
I don't have mine in chronological. I'm just gonna do like by console.
Oh, you know what? In that case, maybe I should just go first real quick because mine's got a little bit of juice as far as the story here. I don't
have too many stories, so
I have a couple of like number of pickups here, but they're all kind of like divided up on like stories and whatnot. And, like significance, I'll just go with this one immediately. I had 2 games pre-ordered, Phil. I think you know which ones they were, and these were
the debacle.
Yeah, the whole debacle. 2 games that came out at the exact same time: Visions of Mana and Aniyah the Smiling Man. Now, spoilers, I did eventually get them, but it was crazy because I was literally talking to GameStop folks like over the past couple weeks about how like I'm just gonna say UPS in this case. It could have been like another distributor. Just like they got the order, but then there was some weird like void in between that. So my people like were kind of chill. They already knew what was going on, and they kept like following up on things. And there was one guy in particular that I was always following up on, and he was chill about that, and he was kind of keeping me in the loop. But nothing really came out about it. So ultimately, it came down to like doing the refund. I always kept pushing that though, just hoping that I'd get something going, especially considering that there's a pre-order bonus for like Mana, for example. And ultimately, I talked to one new dude. That was probably like my issue. Who talked to the manager, had to do the whole refund process. For some reason, that didn't go through because there was some other policy in which if you go beyond like a whole month of a pre-order and you don't pick it up yourself, in this case, I didn't get mine, so I couldn't have picked it up. It's no longer refundable, and you have to like take that like amount that you paid for and put it into like GameStop credit, which is kind of bull, sure. But you know what? I talked to the dude, and he said like what we can do, since I can't put this on like gift cards or anything like that. Let's see if we can do this towards some pre-orders that you already have in place. I know that you got Donkey Kong here, you got Xenoblade, you got Bakiru. Let's see if we can do that. And yeah, I was pretty much able to fully pay off those ones. But the problem was, of course, I don't have those other 2 games. So he directs me to another GameStop where they have Visions of Mana. And I was like, damn, dude. So nothing for Emio? Oh, shoot. I guess I'll figure that out. So I go over to that GameStop, talk to a lady over there, and she brings up Visions of Mana in a steelbook. And I was like, what? You guys have the steelbook? Yeah, we just have some of these. And I was like, that's super sick. You know, it's crazy too because like this is still like a dub here, but like I'm missing like my copy of Emio, the Smiling Man. Yeah, we got a copy of that one. You want it? Yeah, so I have that one. Yeah. So we're back. Yeah. We're so back, guys. That's crazy how that worked out. So
that's crazy, dude.
That's one of the pickups. The other ones,
I can't wait. I want to pick up Visions of Mana so bad. It's on sale right now.
Yeah,
I'm really tempted.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this gut feeling it's coming to the next Switch, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, I'm gonna wait. You're probably right.
I'm gonna wait. I like my Mana games on my Nintendo consoles. That's just how I am. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. If it doesn't, then hey, you know what? Foul play. I just go get it on PlayStation. Call it a day.
And here, I got some Black Friday orders. I still got 2 more there pending. I'll tell you what they are right now. It's Yars Rising. It's the light Metrovania one. And
by Way Forward, right?
Yes, by the Way Forward.
Nice.
And I think Last Faith, which is the one that I was kind of talking about, like the indie Metrovania.
Yeah.
So that was also on sale on Switch. So I got those pending, but I got these ones here.
Right.
We got Balatro, right? The nominee.
Balatro, yeah.
So I definitely want to try that out. We have Cults of Land right here. We
Hell
have Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. You hear? And I just have an Xbox copy of CSRs right here. So I'm like, yes.
I like it.
And then I have
those
one last one. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Good pickups, yeah.
I got one last one, but I think I'll save it for last.
When I pull it. Because I think I have the same one. Actually, we're sharing 2. I'll show you in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're sharing 2 technically. Technically. I'm gonna do something different. I usually do everything but Switch. I'll do Switch last. I'm gonna do Switch first. I lied. Give me 1 minute.
No way.
You're the best. Thanks, babe. You're the best.
Cover your labels, but also like that. Yeah. Peak Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I have covered labels. Let me just make sure what they are real quick. Myself before I show it off. Nice. Of course, Amazon can't send me anything without the
you know, as you're doing that, I have something I wanted to like share too. I'm kind of in the process of getting an upgrade to my phone, so I'm gonna get the iPhone 16 Pro, and it was supposed to arrive today, because I also tried to time it with like this case that I got like through the Black Friday sale, so that was a $6 like clear case, but they told me this morning.
Nice.
They told me this morning that was gonna be like delayed till like Wednesday. I was like, oh, dude.
Okay. Those are gonna be the very last.
But I think mine's gonna be showing up on Tuesday, which is not as bad. But yeah.
Okay. I got 4 Switch pickups. I got a order from Limited Run that was 3, and then the one I think we're gonna share together. So let me start with this one. This is Overlord: Escape from Nazarick.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's a Metroidvania.
It's very interesting.
It's a 16-bit Metroidvania based on the Overlord anime / manga. So I'm very excited to try this. It looked really cool. It's got like a cool grapple hook mechanic. I was really like down with. I got Rugrats Adventures in Gameland.
Oh,
this is it. So this is actually a game built for the NES. But they also put like HD graphics in this version. You can kind of swap between them. It's a 2D platformer just based on Rugrats, and I heard it was really good. Like I heard it was actually kind of fun. Like all the babies have their own like abilities and stuff. So I was like, dang, I'm kind of tempted.
Also, real quick, Mark, I know you made a comment about Aniyah's appetite. What you saw wasn't even like half of it.
Not even close. Not even close, dog. He was controlling himself.
He's on his best behavior.
And then my big Switch pickup for Limited Run was this one, right? Because this is a Legacy series. I also know I picked it up on Switch, so I know it's not the best version to pick up for. But I literally couldn't play this on nothing but Nintendo personally, and I thought it was fine. I think it's a fine version. It doesn't run at 60 frames, but it's fine. It works just well. And that is Contra Operation Galuga.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, this is the Way Forward developed one. So I'm very excited to actually sit down and play through it because I like Contra. I just like Contra games. This is how I am.
This is who I am.
And then the big Switch pickup, which we picked up yesterday. And I waited all damn year for this, Justin. I'm so glad it's in my hand. I was playing it. I tried out every single game on it. I love it to death. And that is my beautiful, beautiful physical copy that you can never take away from me again. Ever. Disney, don't you ever copyright claim me again. Don't you ever copyright take these down ever again. But it is the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, baby. Yeah! That's right. We're back, dude. We're so back.
Preservation acquired.
Absolutely, dude. I cannot believe I'm holding a physical copy of arcade perfect versions of all of these games. I played them yesterday, was trying out everything. It was so good, dude. Oh my god, the music, the sound effects, everything is just so good. It looks so good. Oh my god. I love it. And it comes with a little mini comic book.
Apparently,
It's
like
so cool.
that and the PlayStation version are like the same size, so you're not missing out.
Yeah. Yep. I love it.
I think
Love it to death.
the only downside is that they don't have like a reversible cover art thing, so it is what it is.
Yeah, that's the Capcom effect. But hey, you know,
it's true.
Yeah. But hey, I'm so glad that the Fighting Collection series is like an actual series now and not just a one-off thing they did with Capcom Fighting Collection.
Mm-hmm.
So MVC Fighting Collection is here next year. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. I'm ready. I'm ready to get that. That one is probably going to be my personal favorite collection. I think this is the best one. I think this is the best of the three.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the other one's my personal favorite because it's got more like my kind of taste of fighting games, like Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2, Power Stone 1 and 2. That alone is worth the price of admission. I don't even care.
That alone.
Well, okay. This right here is really okay. MVC 2 is worth the price of admission alone for this. Everything else is just like bonus, to be honest with you. And I mean that in a nice way possible. I'm not trying to pay $250 for a Dreamcast version that is still not arcade perfect. So, I'm so glad to have this, dude. I can't wait to run a few rounds and beat y'all asses in it.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm going to take you for a ride. Okay.
Oh,
but
you know what? I got another pickup here, too. It's nothing Black Friday related, but it's proof that I am supporting all three teams at once. Here, I'll show these guys as like a reference. We have the dual sense. The 30th anniversary, because this looks clean.
In my dreams, pal. Hold on, Justin. In my dreams, pal. 1v1 me, dog. Like right now. Like stop the pod. Get on the Switch version of MVC right now and let's go. Let's run it. Stream my screen, dog. Here, share my screen.
Share my screen.
I need the world to witness me 1v1 in Abraham right now.
1v1 Wasling.
Oh, I'm not Wasler good. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm like C tier good. I know what I'm talking about when I do things, but like I can't play the top tier characters. I'm so bad.
Saying you're lucky I don't have the game yet, bro.
That controller looks so damn nice, dude. The color buttons like get me every time.
Yeah, like I'm trying to look at them like did they always cook with this color scheme? Because like there's
always,
no way,
dog.
I was like, I'm trying to think back because I'm not like from that like era, so I've never like held like the original controller.
What
before.
Are you trying to say, dog? What are you trying to say?
What am I trying to say?
What are you trying to say? From that era, am I old?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, but I'm saying here that like
right. I love my PS1.
But it's like, yeah, this color scheme is really nice. Like, I was definitely holding back for the Astrobot one because that'd just be too many controllers. But at this point, I was like, I gotta get that one.
It's just I really just like how clean it is. It isn't really like a super like crazy design.
It's nothing
just a
crazy,
nice color. It's just the color buttons just look really nice. Like,
yeah, sure that.
It's just that's exactly what I think a PS1 looks like, and I love it.
Yeah,
like,
and the OG colors for the logo.
Yeah, see, it's got personality, and that's like even the special edition controllers look great, but the white colored buttons, like they're there, like they're just kind of modern. Like, I don't know, I picked up like video game console. Like I want it to look like a video game console. So I'm excited to allegedly get mine.
Allegedly, of course.
Yeah. So from here on out, I got nothing but PlayStation pickups and 2 Black Friday ones that just came in.
Oh my god, here we go.
Yes, I got 2 more coming in tomorrow, and I'll actually let you know right now. It's Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
Oh, okay.
Picked that up on a really good deal, and I also picked up. Trying to remember what I picked up. Hold on, I have 2 in front of me. I picked up Grand Blue Fantasy. And then I picked up
from retailer or like eBay.
No. I picked it up on Amazon. These are pickups like
interesting.
actual like Oh, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that one.
Yep. It was only $25.
Yeah, come on now.
Duh.
Come on now.
So, okay, I'll start with PS4.
Straight up now, tell me, is it going to be you?
So, all the PS4 pickups you see here are just really cheap pickups I got on like eBay, and one that I found while I was at GameStop. So, but let's start with this bad boy. And a lot of these are just staples. Like, I don't know why I never got them. I never really like just bothered to play them. But I figured now is the time to start picking up cheap PS4 games. All of these, barring the last PS4 pickup, I paid 15 or less. Each one. Or less. I'm talking like one of these was only $6. And it was this one. It's Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I never played it. I've never played it. I love the Arkham series, but I've never got to play Knight, so I'm excited to actually sit down with it.
Very nice. I did see like a deal for the Arkham trilogy on Switch. That was the thing that was kind of like going around here and there.
Don't do that.
Fair enough.
Don't do that. Because like Arkham Asylum and City play well. Knight is a mess on Switch. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now. Like, just stick to PlayStation or Xbox for those, please.
Fair enough.
All right. This next one, Aniyah will be happy about.
Oh,
because he likes the series, and I think you like the series too. But I didn't own the first one. Oh, I have the first one on PS3. I have the PS3 original, but I want to actually properly play these games. I know we just I just never really sat down with these games all the way through, and I think it's time to really play this. And this is Dark Souls Remastered.
Oh, very nice.
Yep. I didn't, so I picked up. This is it. I have every Souls game from Soft. I think I'm missing one. Actually, I'm not. It's in front of me, but I'm going to tell you in a minute. Let's see.
Damn, rewritten.
Yeah. I also have finally completed this series on PS4, like collecting wise. I have the entire series now from the PS4 era, and that is Yakuza 6: The Song of Life.
Okay,
I got it. It's in my hand. I need to play through the series too. I have most of them, just never had 6 or 0, but 0 was my last pickup. So, and then this is the one single spinoff for Yakuza that I have in my hand that's on PlayStation, but I needed it for the collection, and that is anime, baby. It's Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise.
Oh, that one.
Great game, from what I heard. It's literally Yakuza. Not, a lot of people don't believe me when I say it. They look at it and go, it's just Fist of the North Star. What are you talking about? No, it's a Yakuza game. It has Fist of the North Star things in it, obviously, because you're playing as Kentaro, but or it's Kenshiro, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Kenshiro in Japan. They're using Japanese names. But it's literally Yakuza. It even has a Sega Master System Fist of the North Star game you can unlock on there. Like it. And Kiryu's voice actor plays Kenshiro. Like it's literally sounds and plays like a Yakuza game.
I gotcha.
Now the next two, I don't know if I actually pulled this one out in my last pickups, but screw it, I'm gonna do it here anyways because it goes in with the next one, and that's Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I got Rise of the Tomb Raider because I liked the first one. It's the only Tomb Raider game I ever played. I actually never played a Tomb Raider game in my life until the first one. I know, it's such a classic series, and I think it's about time I change that. I need to just really play, especially with remastered 4 to 6 coming out next year. I gotta play the series. But I wanted to play the reboot trilogy, and I really liked the first one. So Rise of the Tomb Raider, I gotta sit down with. But I'm probably gonna replay the first one again. It's been a hot minute. Since I tried it. Which leads me to the third part of this. This is the one I had to pay a little more than 15 for because of what it actually is. This is Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. So this actually has all the DLC content on the disc. I didn't know this existed. This is apparently like a Canada exclusive or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it is an ESRB game, so I was like, oh, cool, because it even has it. I think it's in French. Yeah, it's got it in French, like right here. It has Definitive Edition / La Definitive Edition. Yeah.
Oh.
So it is I think it's a Canadian exclusive, but I ordered it, and yeah, screw it. It came in sealed too. It was cool.
Nice.
So those are my PS4 pickups. I have 5 PS5 pickups, which is very ironic. But other than the 2 that are coming in tomorrow. So this one and these are other than one I got for really cheap. But this is a Black Friday pickup. And it's the other game I'm gonna match you with because I got it on PS5, not Switch. And that is Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remaster.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
I technically have the Switch version coming too, but I got the PS5 version because I have this weird thing in my head that Tomb Raider is a PlayStation series. Yeah. I want it on Switch for the fact that it's portable and stuff like that, but how can I not get this? And it was on sale, so I was like, come on. Like I gotta have Lara Croft on the PlayStation. And Astro Bot got me feeling some way about PlayStation series. So it's like, yeah. I got to. I have to. You know what I mean? And I actually have been playing it. Like I said, I've never played Tomb Raider in my life. Wow, you got to get used to the controls. But once you do, there's modern controls, Justin. But trust me on this. Stick to the classic tank controls. Learn them.
Learn them, huh? Okay.
Take the time to actually learn them, because you will enjoy the game more like that. It's a tough game. It's, you know what it reminds me of, the design of it. It's kind of like Doom, but in the sense that you're always there's a beginning and an end to the level. Yeah, it's how you get to the end. You're solving puzzles as you're getting through it, and you're attacking enemies. Combat actually kind of sucks, but like you're just kind of getting through it. You know what I mean? It's very enjoyable. I kind of like it. Kind of like it a lot.
All right.
And that's only based on Tomb Raider 1. I haven't even tried 2 and 3 yet. Okay. This one was the last eBay pickup, but I got it on PS5 because it was like dirt cheap. And I do like this series. I do want to go back to trying to finish them all. But this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got this for like $8.
$8? Crazy.
Yeah, $8, $9, yeah. PS5 game, dude. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I heard this one's a little over bloated. A little bit too long for its own good. But, I'll play through it. It's fine. It's fine. I like Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, same here.
The next one is a game you've heard me bitch about a lot, actually. A lot. I do think it's still unnecessary to have. But you know what? I was not going to get it for a cheaper price than this.
Okay.
I was not going to get it for anything cheaper than this. I paid like $24.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you know what? Like, I guess it is a top 10 favorite game of mine. It always has been.
Always has been.
It always has been. I'm not actually like just like dumping on the actual quality of the game. I just like, it's so unnecessary to have a PS5 version of. But yep, I got it. I got The Last of Us Part 1.
Okay.
I got it. I got the remake. I did it.
You did it. You did the thing.
I did the thing. I'm not like super proud of myself, but hey, you know what? For $25 or less, like it's like 24 something, I can do that. I can swallow that pill. I'm waiting for. I could have got Last of Us Part 2 remastered as well, but that one's still 40. Like even on sale, it was like 40. Yeah. And I was like, this one's at least a remake. Like, like
it's true.
Yeah. So maybe one day. Now the next 2 are part of my Black Friday sales.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna actually open it because the disc is actually sliding around. I don't like that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, real quick.
I had a couple of those.
This one was only $20.
$20.
Like I said, I want to play the series. I want to keep going on the series, so I really want to finish it. And this is the next one before the new one comes out in February, and that is Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice.
I mean, I heard it's good. I heard it's pretty fun. Not the most longest one in the series, but I still heard it's a decent Assassin's Creed game.
It's kind of like a return to form, which I would appreciate a lot.
That's why I was like, you know what? I should have that. I should really have that. This next one. which we are actually going to talk about very much in great length in a little bit. So I have a lot of things to say.
Got a lot of things to say.
I got a lot of things to say, but it's actually not because it's bad. All right. Let me be very clear whenever we talk about this game later on in this pod. It is not because the game is bad or I am hating on the game. That is not what I'm trying to say. If I can even get this open. Hold on. There it is.
Okay.
All right. It's not because I'm hating on it, because I've always wanted to play it. All right. But I just think it's kind of weird where it is on the nominations list. That's all. But I am excited to own it because y'all just kept talking it up and I'm dumb as hell and I needed to play it. I know. But I also wasn't going to get a better opportunity to get this specific version of it. So I got a copy of Elden Ring.
Balatro. Oh, it's not Balatro.
That's not Balatro. It's Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree edition.
Wait, have you never gotten Elden Ring?
Never bought Elden Ring.
Wow, dude.
Never bought Elden Ring. So this is the copy of the game that it's not everything's on the disc, unfortunately, but I bought it new and it was only $50. So 50 for what usually sells for 80 is pretty good. It's the entire main game on disc with a DLC voucher code for the PS5 and PS4 version. All right, sure. Why not? Sure, why not? I don't know. But hey,
that's interesting.
I have a way to play both. I have the way to play Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree.
That's good.
We're back.
It's still a really good game, regardless.
Yeah, so I needed it in my collection. I need to play it. I've been told multiple times it's a modern classic, and I just need to play it. And on top of that, it was the only other FromSoft Souls game I didn't own. So here it is. I got them all. I have the 3 Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and now Elden Ring. We're here. It's time to really learn Souls likes and actually get into them. I'm tired of pretending like I know
tired of pretending here. No,
I need to learn Souls games.
It's really interesting when it comes to Shadows of the Erdtree because it is DLC that you can't access until like later on. Like, in order to access it, you have to be like at a point like where you're, one, very skilled, and two, like pretty well leveled to go through a lot of stuff. Yeah. So.
Oh, I see why it's the PS4 version as well. Because if you redeem the code, it's acting like you bought it digitally. Therefore, it's for both.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, interesting. I'm not showing you the code, by the way. That's dumb.
Give me.
No.
Damn it. How's it going to go with my Xbox copy of it?
No. I mean, like I said, I never owned a physical copy of this, so I wanted Elden Ring. I needed it in my collection.
Yeah.
I needed it. This is a staple PS4 5 game, and Xbox Series X game. So I needed to get it.
For sure.
I almost bought a copy of Final Fantasy 16. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't own a physical copy of it. I played it digitally.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I was like, 25. I don't know. I don't know.
You could still
for something I'm not gonna actually play again right now. It's just gonna sit on my shelf. That's mostly just to have. Yeah, I don't know yet. We'll see. I might still pull the trigger on it. I don't know yet.
We'll see.
We'll see about that. I think I'd rather pull the trigger on a 4 terabyte external, but hey, what do I know? But yeah, I picked up a lot of PlayStation games. I've been really trying to fill out the PlayStation library a little bit. It's really cheap right now to pick up modern games on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And it's man, there's so many good games on these platforms that are not like Switch games. I'm trying to pick up games that'll run a little better on PlayStation, actually feel like modern games, you know what I mean? Let me rephrase that. The big AAA games, I'm still trying to look into picking up the Dark Pictures anthology stuff.
Oh yeah.
I want to pick those up. I want to pick up the the Middle Earth, the 2 Middle Earth games, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. I've never played them. I'm mostly into trying to get RPGs and my retro stuff and my niche games, but I like AAA games too. I want to play more of those. I want to play the bangers that people always talk about.
Yeah,
I like modern gaming too.
I get you.
Mm-hmm. So I've just been trying to pick those up, and I know next month is the physical copy for Black Myth Wukong. So I might. We'll
Yeah,
see.
that's a tough one. It sucks too because obviously we're at the end of the year. They're talking about like awards and whatnot, and we kind of want to be part of that conversation. But it has been available, but we kind of wanted to wait for the physical copy, which thankfully we got the announcement for. That's coming out next week. But that's like so like far into. Well, it's just somewhere in December. But
it's December 12th.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's not far into December, but it's definitely like
that would be the last game you'd play.
My son should be born by then, so it's like okay. I don't know if I'll have time to play it, so I'm gonna probably wait a little bit to get it. But I do want that game in my collection. I like, and we're gonna talk about nominations in a minute. But like, I really like the idea of looking what gets nominated and go, oh wow, I should play that. I didn't get to play that. And then pick up the games. Like I need to do that for Balatro. I need to pick up a copy of that.
It's at a really fair price right now.
Yeah. So I was just like, man. So like I like to look up indie games nominations and then the game of the year. And I just want to like pick out them and see which ones I really like,
Gotcha. Well, I know Aniyah will vouch for Neva 100%.
So I guess that's why I picked up Shadow of the Erdtree, right? So oh my god.
Actually, Graham, speaking of, I know that Persona 3 Reload's actually like on sale, and that's definitely got me tempted. It's definitely got me tempted.
$25 is pretty good. I was also quite tempted, but I was also like, I looked at it as, man, I'm not going to play that anytime soon.
Right. So it's like it's a Sega game too. Right now. So it's like,
it'll go back on sale. Because Metaphor is only 50 right now, and I was like, man,
wow, really 50? So
yeah,
soon?
Metaphor's already 50, dude.
Okay.
So I was like, do I really just pull the trigger right now? Again, I kind of have an inkling like that Metaphor and Persona 3 Reload are going to be on the next Nintendo console.
Oh, really? I didn't even think about Metaphor.
I personally think about it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, then I will end up picking them up on PlayStation. That's kind of just how I am. If it takes way too long to show up, Yakuza, I'll just pick them up on PlayStation, call it a day, or Xbox, depending on how I collect games. Because another series I want to get the games for is Far Cry, but I'm gonna get them on Xbox. I'm gonna get them on Xbox.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like first-person shooters a lot more on Xbox. I don't know. I think it's just a controller.
Yeah, it's a controller.
Yeah. I think Who knows? But there's definitely still some really good banging deals right now. Like I think like Armored Core is only $20.
Yes, guys, play Armor. I got finished, but yeah, play Armored Core. It's like, so good. It's so good.
Banger. That's an absolute banger. What was another one that was on sale I was looking at? Oh, Tekken 8's $30 right now, and I almost pulled the trigger on that too.
Ooh.
I almost pulled the trigger, but I was just, again, I looked at it as I'm not gonna have time to really learn it yet right now. I really just wanted to play games where I can just kind of pick at and play. Like Elden Ring is long, but I can at least like
kind of pick at it,
pick at it here and there, like. So, yeah.
Excited for you to try out Elden Ring for sure. That's so much fun.
Me too. I've always wanted to play it since 2022, and it's been on my list of games I wanted to pick up, but I waited a little bit. I'm glad there was a Shadow of the Erdtree edition, even if it comes with just the DLC code. I get it. It's kind of dumb, but like, I got a version where I don't have to pay for everything. It's all here. So,
I was kind of looking at what was it, Alan Wake 2? I think that's also on sale.
$50 right now. Oh,
yeah, it's $50 though. So
tempted as hell right now.
I was thinking about Stellar Blade 2. That's also 50. But I was like, I think
Stellar Blade's a banger.
It's tough. It's tough out here.
I'm thinking about Alan Wake 2. I'm gonna get that on Xbox. But because I collect the what are their names? Remedy games. I collect their stuff on Xbox because Quantum Break is still exclusive to Xbox. So if I want, it looks cooler when I have all the games together.
Right.
But yes, I want that. I want Alan Wake 2. I told myself to wait for a physical copy. I'm here. I need to put my money where my mouth. Like, I need to put my money where my mouth where my money's worth. Is that what is the saying? Something like that.
Yeah, I think you just combine the two together. So
sure. Yeah, I need to pay it because I said I would do it. So, yeah. Games. I love
games, bro.
I also I did do a Black Friday deal that's not a game. I just don't have it with me. I totally forgot about it. But I picked up a 4K Blu-ray version of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. We were just like talking about it. Katrina was like, "Hey, I haven't seen this one yet." And I was like, "Yeah, I haven't either. Let's pick it up." It was only $11 for the 4K version.
Oh, sick.
So I was like, "A physical? You know what I mean?" I'm not. It's not just about physical games, guys. I like my physical movies too. So, yeah.
No, that's dope, especially when we're like waiting for the last one, or well, the third part.
Yeah, I am excited to get Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. That game looks so cool.
It does, yeah. I'm definitely thinking about it. I just know that it can just go a little lower. That's what I'm thinking. Like, just hit the solid sweet 20. Like I know 30? It's like 30. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 30. I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I was like, whatever, I'll pull the trigger. 25 for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is like steal though. Like that's a banging deal. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. If you like RPGs, you'll love that game.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You know, you convinced me.
It's turn-based RPGs.
You know, Persona, I'll do that too. This one, I'll do that too.
Hold on. No, wait, slow down.
Oh, that RPG over there? I don't even know about it. Let's get that one too.
Another game I almost picked up was Sandland. It was only $20.
Yeah. I said I'd eventually get to that, yeah.
I was close, but I told myself, do I pick up Elden Ring, which is 50, and that would have been my last purchase, or do I pick up Sandland and maybe one other thing to equal the value of Elden Ring? But I told myself, no, you know what? If I don't get Elden Ring now with Shadow of the Erdtrees DLC, I probably won't do it ever again. So I got it. Like, I was like, screw it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, we're back. And I'm just excited to play Assassin's Creed again. You know how long it's been since I played an actual Ass Creed game? Like,
mine was Origins, and that was a while back.
So long ago, dude. I haven't even finished Unity, and I need to play it.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, like I was at some point I was running every game back to back, and let me tell you, that gets exhausting. But I had fun. You know, like I have a platinum on my account for Assassin's Creed 2. For
as PS3. It must be.
Yeah. So like I really do like the Assassin's Creed games. You know, it's like one of my only. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, which one are we talking about? We're talking about Assassin's Creed, or are we talking about Yakuza?
Burn the Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, I can burn Valhalla.
Damn, no way, you just bought that.
Yeah, but it was the cheapest one. I can burn Valhalla. I heard Mirage was good.
No. Play it for like $8 worth of it, and then you can burn it.
So like what, 10 minutes?
Maybe like just enough where you can be like, oh, I'm having fun, or it's like, no, I'm not having fun. Let's start burning immediately.
Oh, okay. No. Look, Ubisoft's a lot of things. I get it. I understand it. Ubisoft is a lot, and I mean a lot of things. But like Assassin's Creed's not bad. It's just a big old collectathon with some stealth things. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
And like as a Banjo-Kazooie fan, I like collectathons.
I just like the parkour aspect of it a lot.
Yeah.
Which obviously like starts to get devoid like when you went to Origins and Odyssey, but you know, they kind of return back to form.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate the Assassin's Creed games. I don't think they're like, oh man, these are 10 out of 10 games. Only 2 of them so far, in my opinion, are like 10 out of 10s, and that's 2 and 4 Black Flags. So.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Those are like, and that's not a hot take either. That's like, I think that's
that's pretty base, yeah.
And I think RPG wise, Origins is the best one of the 3.
Really? Huh?
Or Odyssey.
I feel like Odyssey is like definitely the most acclaimed, yeah, for that one.
Yeah, I think it was Odyssey. Well, by the way, I'm about to find out because I need to finish Unity, and then I'm gonna get into Syndicate. Because actually, I'm glad we were bringing this up now. That's actually news this week. They actually fixed Syndicate for modern platforms. So if people didn't know, PS5 can play PS4 games backwards, right?
Right.
We know this. That's a common thing. However, there's a very, very short list of games there. It's about 15 games long of games that have known problems using backwards compatibility on PS5. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is one of those games where the graphics are flickering. It looks terrible. It can't do anything right. It's just not good. You could not play it. And that's the one advantage Xbox had over that one, because Xbox can play it just fine. Now, I believe a year ago, they fixed the graphical glitches, so it was playable. You can replay it now. This week, they just added a 60 frames patch for Syndicate, so you can literally play Syndicate at full 60 frames on PS5 or Series X now. So, I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I waited.
It's funny how Ibrahim just brought up the fact that Origins did have the FF15 crossover, and I remember that was so out of pocket, and I just had like this rideable like chocobo / camel dude. I'm like, what are we doing with this game?
I forgot about that. Also, remember when Assassin's Creed 1 had a crossover with Metal Gear Solid 4? What a crazy thing.
Oh,
what a wild time to be alive, bro. Like
crossovers are wild.
Or there is an Altair costume. Is it Altair?
I
think it's Altair in Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Or is it Ezio? I think it's Altair.
I'm pretty sure it's Altair.
It's Altair because Ezio is a crossover in Soul Calibur 5.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Y'all, look, Ubisoft is totally a lot of things. I get it. Sure. I do like the Assassin's Creed games, though. I really do enjoy them. They're not like, I'm not going to sit here and say, man, these are like some of the best games of all time, man. These are amazing. No, they're just more like junk food to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
junk food.
They're like junk food. They're definitely not good for you, but you eat them because they're fun.
Because you like them deep down.
You like them. They're definitely not healthy, though. They're definitely not healthy.
Damn. Listen, I played 2. And I thought like that was really good. Brotherhood and Revelations, they were still good. Obviously, 2 carried them.
I actually like Brotherhood a lot, but yes.
Yeah, and then 3 is kind of dope because the dude just like does like the when you're like oh shit.
hot take. I don't really like 3.
I get that. I get it. I think it's a cool character.
Ship and the boat mechanics are too weird in that game. 4 gets it right. Like 4, like Black Flag. Gets it absolutely right.
Yeah, I couldn't quite get into the shipping mechanics there, but like you see a little bit of the inklings of like the inspirations going forward with that. But otherwise the hatchet's great.
Oh yeah, the actual on foot stuff and the American like setting is really cool. I like that.
And that DLC was kind of wild.
Unity's kind of boring in my opinion. Like France is a cool place, but like also like it's also not at the same time, I guess. Like it's just everything looks the same in France, dude. In that time period, you know.
You think it might have been just? Yeah, I think that might be like a deeper conversation about it, but like maybe like just the level design there.
Maybe. And then Syndicate's also really good. It's the last. It was the last classic style Assassin's Creed before they switched to the RPG mechanics in Origin. So
yeah.
Well, we need to drink water, but yes.
Also, yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Oh, my water's back.
Nice one.
But yes, yeah, I like Assassin's Creed games. I am looking forward to Shadows. We'll see how it turns out. That's a whole different story. But I am looking forward to Shadows. We'll see. I'm not gonna. Once again, it's a Ubisoft game, so I'm not gonna buy it day one because I know it'll go on sale in like a month or 2.
It's gonna hurt the sales, Phil. No, do what you gotta do. Because it just makes sense. Right? Because like, I mean, what is it like? Prince of Persia: Lost Crown came out like this year, but it was in January, and you see it on sale like constantly now to $20 now.
January, and I picked it up in March for like 20.
Yeah. So yeah, people definitely get Lost Crown, by the way.
Oh yeah, that game. That's the problem. That I hate doing this because I know Ubisoft. Like I don't like supporting the bad Ubisoft games. When they do it right, I would like to give them the $60. It's just I also know that it's a Ubisoft game, so it's gonna go on
So
sale.
yeah.
I have such a love-hate relationship with them. I promise. This is also with EA and everybody else too. Like there are those games that I'm like, man, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, man, you gotta play it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that it's gonna go on sale.
Well, I guess for me it kind of depends on like how much I really like the series or be interested in trying them out. So a lot of the Square Enix games I'd probably like pick up immediately, even though I know they will go on sale.
Mm.
Meanwhile, like Nintendo just doesn't do that. So most of the time, so it's like, okay, yeah.
Nintendo and Sony seem to be the ones that don't like to put their first party games on sale. Black Friday, sure. So a lot of the PS like 5 first party games are on sale right now, but typically they're not.
Yeah, like Tears of the Kingdom now $50. That's definitely worth it. But it was also kind of worth it $70 like then too.
Mm-hmm.
They also, it takes them a while otherwise to like put their stuff on sale. So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but
did you want to bring over the awards? Made Golden Joystick.
I got it. I'll do it right now. Yeah, so let's start with Golden Joystick, which happened
Thursday,
2 nights ago.
Something like something like that.
2 nights ago. And so, for comparison's sake, this is like the Golden Globe Awards for the movies.
And
so basically, it kind of works like, what do I mean by that is there's the Golden Globe Awards and there's the Oscars, right? The Oscars are more prestigious. And the Golden Globe is more like, it's kind of like a prediction who's going to win the Oscars.
It's funny.
And so like Golden Joystick is basically the Golden Globe. So we're going to look at the winners here. And then we're going to go through the nominees for the Game Awards and see what happens. So I have them in list here from top to bottom. Best Audio Design. This is Golden Stick Awards, by the way. So we're going to start with them first.
Okay.
And only the winners. Only the winners. The winner for Best Audio Design went to Astrobot.
That's fair.
Makes sense, man.
Let's go, Team Zoe.
Have you played it? The controller having the clicks and it was so good.
It's
satisfying.
Good.
So good. Best soundtrack went to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Soundtrack, you said?
Soundtrack.
Hell yeah, dude. That's deserved.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Best storytelling also went to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That's an interesting one, but I could totally see it. I think I would wait for like the last game to just kind of wrap everything up.
Yeah. Best multiplayer game went to Helldivers 2.
Also Final Fantasy. Oh, no. Okay.
No. That one went to Helldivers 2.
That's an interesting one, given controversy stuff. But, otherwise, in its prime, it was definitely.
Best visual design, Black Myth Wukong.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah. Best indie game, Balatro.
See, this is why we got to try it. This is why we got to try this game out.
Yeah, I got to play it. I heard if you play it, though, you're going to get addicted.
All the more reason.
Best indie game self-published. Another's Crab's Treasure.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
So good. Yeah, no. That's the Souls-like, right?
Yeah, Souls-like. Yeah.
Cool. Studio of the Year, Team Asobi for Astrobot.
Fair enough. I'll give it to him.
Yep. Best lead performer, Cody Christian. Or Christian? Yeah, it's Cody Christian. Cloud, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, that's fair. He goes through it a lot.
Best supporting performer, Brianna White. Aerith, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Also deserves that, yeah.
Yeah. Breakthrough Award, Critics' Choice, Balatro.
Yeah.
Crazy. The Still Playing Award for consoles and PC, Minecraft.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That was the most deflating thing to say. Still Playing Award for mobile,
Honkai
Star Rail.
That's also pretty fair.
Yeah. PC game of the year.
PC
Satisfactory.
Game. Can you get my satisfaction?
I don't even know what that game is.
It's like, if I understand correctly, it's kind of just like a building simulator where you're kind of creating, factories, assembly lines and whatnot.
Interesting. Console game of the year.
Console.
Helldivers 2.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
That's very interesting.
What a weird category to have. Most wanted game.
Most
GTA
wanted.
6.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Was that essentially coded for like most anticipated?
Yeah.
I remember. I'm not sure if Monster Hunter Wilds showed up there. I don't think it did at all. So I was kind of sad about that.
It is on there.
Oh, really? Oh, sick. Okay.
And theirs?
Redacted.
I don't know.
Redacted.
Yeah. Best game expansion. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree.
See, this is where it would have been, but we'll talk about that when we talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Best gaming hardware. The Steam Deck OLED.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, basically. Best early access game. Lethal Company. Yeah.
So I guess Wilds doesn't get categorized here because it's beta? Closed beta?
I guess it's
open beta?
Sure.
Limited?
Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Best game trailer. Helldivers 2.
Yeah, that's also very fair. I remember that trailer.
Yeah. Streamer's Choice Award. Chained Together.
That totally makes sense. I'm glad they got the dub for that one.
Best game adaptation. Fallout.
Yeah, it was gonna be Fallout or Arcane, but I think Arcane may have just missed out based on like the timing.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was a video game based. Well, I mean, yeah, in that case, World of Warcraft. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
You mean League of Legends, right?
Oh, you're right. Everyone, don't cook me yet. Don't cook me yet.
No, you mean 2XKO, right?
Oh, you mean yeah, the adaptation 2XKO. I saw it go there.
An ultimate game of the year. So this is the most prestigious award here for them.
The ultimate
game of the year. Black Myth Wukong.
You know, if it's voters based, then Black Myth Wukong really just had that like in spades.
I'm confused. So we have a console game of the year and a PC game of the year, but then they have the ultimate game of the year, but you can play this on consoles and PC.
You know, listen, I don't make the rules.
That's what I'm trying to understand here.
I don't make the rules.
So, hey,
that is interesting.
To Black Myth Wukong. Yep, you took Europe by storm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, no, I was thinking about like ongoing console, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm. So, right now, people are saying it's probably going to be Black Myth Wukong for the Game Awards, but we'll get there in a minute because I have the nominations lists up for that right now as well.
Okay. Real quick.
Overall, what do you think about Golden? Yeah, what do you think about Golden Stick? The Golden Joystick Awards. Thank you.
You know, I appreciate the fact that there are like multiple like categories and multiple nominees under one category. I swear there was one of them where I felt like they went for like a whole minute listing off different titles. I was like, that's kind of insane, but I can kind of appreciate that. So the fact is that like I look at that, especially now with the lens of like, okay, well, the Game Awards has like a very smaller like group of like categories that they're trying to like funnel a lot of things through. And obviously there's a lot of things that you can kind of piece out of based on like the talks with like Jeff and just being like buddy with sponsorships and Hideo Kojima and just other like third parties and whatnot, just getting that all worked out. But it just kind of made me appreciate the Golden Joysticks and, you know, in retrospect, our Game of the Year stuff when we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just another opportunity just to celebrate games. Also, shout out to Brian. He said, "Who gets to win the Phil of the Year?" My nominee is Justin. Hell Justin. Yeah, Brian.
Well, considering Aniya's not here, it's not tough competition, dog.
Application's been sent, and it's the only one for review.
No way. But we are going to talk about the Game Awards because I think we have a lot to say about
The
this
Game
one.
Awards. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we got a lot of controversy in different categories.
In
so
different
let's
categories.
find out.
It's funny
Not
because
just one.
Yeah. So I noticed the one for the Game of the Year, and I'm pretty sure that my jet lag, especially like late in the night, had an impact on me where I just didn't even see what was going on with the other ones. So it's good to revisit this one.
Yep. So just to remind everybody, the Game Awards happens on December 12th.
Ooh.
That'll be the day everything goes down. And these are just the nominations up right now. There are 29 categories. We're gonna go through them. I have my profile up ready to go to vote. So we're just gonna vote right here.
Oh, really? Cool.
Screw it. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
We'll start from the very back stuff and we'll work our way to Game of the Year. So, best esports team. Recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization. Judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2024. Do you care?
Not really, but someone has to get voted here, so
Billy Gaming it is.
Billy.
Here you go.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, actually, I'll do sign-ins as well. And you know what? I'll also double up on that one. Billy Gaming!
Billy Gaming, yeah! Woo! We did it. All right. Next one. Best esports athlete. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding and performance and conduct in 2024, irrespective of game.
Faker. I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me. No, but actually don't.
Mind you, I don't really care to watch for esports, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I can only just kind of
go.
If
it feels like I'm just like being an ass about this, I am. I'm just being trolly. So let's just go. I don't know. Faker it is.
Yeah, I still have that mouse pad from TwitchCon like a year or so back. So there you go.
Yep, Faker it is. There we go. Hey, good job, Faker. You did it. You did it.
You done it.
So the next one. Best esports game. All right. We're getting into the games now. Let's see.
All right, here we go.
For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform.
This one's
Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant.
I really know
2xKO ain't on here, so
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say like the game's not quite out yet.
Yeah, no, I know that's the joke. I don't really care for any of these. I don't know. I liked Arcane. Do I put League of Legends then?
You know what? People talk about Valorant. I'll place it right there. Good job, good job, Riot. I mean, it's both Riot, so they'll win either way.
Yeah, they'll win either way. So, sure. Yeah, Valorant. I'll go for that. There you go.
Okay.
Previous. Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2024. Queso. Elo Juan. Techo Gamers. Typical Gamer. Sala Picora. And Motion Man 64.
Wait, where did you see that one? Is that hidden tab or something? Or do I have to put in the Konami code?
Oh, Brian Whoop Whoop's also on here for nomination.
Oh,
yeah, I'm voting for Brian.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to give it to Brian. I'm sorry.
Yeah. These other dudes? Nah. No, I don't know anybody here. I'm gonna be real with you. I know Queso. He does that really funny burger meme.
I'm not sure if it's a burger meme or just people plant that on him.
Yeah.
I will say he's in front of a Waffle House, so that gets my vote.
Because Astronaut isn't specifically just gaming. I think that was why.
Yeah.
I think that's literally the reason why he didn't get nominated. Because he's not specifically just video games.
Yeah, he's a variety.
Mm-hmm. He's iCarly. He's real life iCarly.
Real life iCarly. It's kind of crazy. He even met iCarly. That's what?
Yeah. He had a horse. He had a horse on stream. That was real.
That was also real.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
But we friends though.
I'm gonna give it to Queso because everyone
Queso,
likes
yeah.
the shit. Yeah.
No,
It's
he
hilarious.
seems chill. Like he seems like he comes from really humble beginnings. So
Yeah. All right. Next one. Most anticipated. Okay, we're out of the dumb awards. Most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably what?
Demonstrably, yeah.
Yeah, demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Stepping
Ghost
on
of
the beach.
Yote.
Ghost of Yote.
Grand Theft Auto 6. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And Monster Hunter Wilds.
What's your answer, Phil?
Here's the thing. I like all 5 of these games, knowing they're coming out next year. What a hell of a year that's going to be. Okay.
Okay.
I already know Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to win. let's just keep it real, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
None of these are going to Game of the year next year is basically locked to Grand Theft Auto 6. All right, it's going to be a cultural phenomenon when that game launches next year.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're asking my personal opinion, what am I the most excited for?
Mm-hmm.
It's either Ghost of Yote or Metroid Prime 4.
Wow.
Those are the two I'm very much looking forward to.
You know what? That's fair.
Death Stranding 2 is Kojima, so it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be wacky. It's gonna be a game of some sort, I think.
Now, see, Phil,
I will play. I'll be there when I play.
That's fair. That's fair. I was gonna just say it's a father's game. I can see it by the cover.
Oh my god! Okay, hold on, slow down. I get it, but I need my kid to learn good games first. So Metroid Prime.
All right, that's fair.
No. For me personally, it's probably. I'm gonna vote Metroid. I'm gonna go with my gut and say Metroid. But I know Ghost of Yote is right there too.
I got you. I'm voting for Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Like that, it just it ropes you in. But also Ghost of Yote is actually really tight too.
Yeah, I just really love Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm just man.
Yeah, I feel that.
Best adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. Real quick, I thought Like a Dragon got bad reviews.
I don't know anything about reviews on Like a Dragon. Actually.
Oh yeah, the Knuckles show I heard was pretty mid.
I was gonna say clearly Knuckles wins this, right?
No. I heard the only thing good it does is it gives Wade an actual purpose.
Damn.
He was just kind of a joke character in the other movies, and so he actually has a real role.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear a lot of great things about Tomb Raider though.
You heard a lot of good things about it?
I did not.
Oh yeah.
I did not watch I did not. It's bullshit.
So it really is between Arcane and Fallout. I only have one question. Is Arcane not done? Season 2 not done yet?
I could have sworn it's still kind of going. I think they have more.
They have the other back half of the season that they're going to launch at once, right?
So, with that in mind,
case, it's probably Fallout. It's probably Fallout.
You know what? Yeah, I can see that. Because I was reading the description, I was like, I think Arcane might give you a little bit more the origin lore in there, but otherwise I don't really see Arcane and I see League of Legends. I just see two separate pieces of works, but they just have coinciding characters.
It's definitely, for me, it's Fallout. I need to watch it all the way through, but I love the idea that it takes place in LA and it's that kind of area for the Fallout series.
Mm-hmm. Also,
yeah, Brian said it's been popular with the normies, so yeah, we're back.
Also, Kojima's been keep an eye out for some of the actors there, so fair enough.
Yep. Best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree is kind of wild, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. Now, granted, I get why Mario Party's here. Online, then that game is actually kind of fire. We played it. It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get it. I'm gonna judge this on what's the most fun to play, right? Because if I really look at like, if you're judging this based on like accessibility, I guess technically Call of Duty would win, right? Because it's crossplay. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Right, because technically, right? But like it's not as original as like the other 4 games on here.
Fair.
Yeah, and Tekken 8 is crossplay. It is a big online game, but I think Helldivers 2 is just a unique multiplayer experience. It isn't like any of the game. Like it isn't like many other games.
That is true.
I think I might give it to Helldivers 2. As much as I want to give it to Mario Party, I think Helldivers 2 deserves it.
Damn, dude. I feel so bad because like this is kind of one of those like that Aniyah can see and vote for like Tekken. But I kind of agree with what you have to say with Helldivers. Like honestly, like every single one of these are kind of like more varied than the other one, and they all have a different experience with them. And it just really depends on like how much you're engaged with each and every one of them. I've never played Helldivers though, but I could definitely see based on how people like just have received it and played it that it could probably win.
If Aniyah was here, he would be trying to convince Tekken 8. But yes, Helldivers 2 is probably going to get our vote.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. That one was tough.
That's a tough.
It's getting rough. It's getting tougher. Oh, I lied. We're going to make this easy.
We skipped the next one. I was like, you know what?
Yep. Nope. Too easy. Best sports / racing for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. We got F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K 25, Top Spin 2K 25, and WWE 2K 24, baby.
Crazy. I'll go for Top Spin.
You know, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it to F1. I actually heard Codemasters can do pretty good stuff, so you know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually personally played most of their games, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Next one, best sim and strategy.
Oh, this one's a lock, but let's go.
Yeah. Ooh, I know which one you're gonna vote for, but hold on, we'll get there. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord.
All right. For me, I see 3 strong ones. Well, 2 strong ones.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
The only one I've never heard of is Frostpunk 2.
I've seen a little bit.
Okay. And I've never heard of Manor Lords, but people that have told me about it say it's really good, like PC strategy game. And I'm like, damn. And now, the only reason I wouldn't vote Age of Mythology is because it's a remake of a game already made. It's part of the Age of Empire series. So yes, it's good. It's a damn good one. It's just it's kind of already, it's been done. I would say for me it's either between Kunitsugami and Unicorn Overlord. And I think it's Unicorn Overlord.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you for validating that.
I think it's Unicorn Overlord. I played a little bit of each. And I will say that it's, I played the demo for Unicorn Overlord, and I played a little bit of Kunitsugami through Game Pass. I love the visual style of Kunitsugami. I kind of wish it wasn't a strategy game.
Yeah, you get that little vibe where it's like it felt like it could have been a little bit more.
Yeah,
this genre over this.
It's cool. It's different. It's unique. I just think I really wish it was an action game more, or at least like Onimusha. It gives a lot of Onimusha vibes, but it's not. I think that's a me thing. That's personally me. So I'm probably going to give it to Unicorn Overlord.
And I actually played through Unicorn Overlord, like in full, into credits. It's a lot of fun. Once you get your flow going with that one, find like all the like units you could work with. It is kind of a weird like mix of like a kind of an open map, well maybe sandbox, open world, whichever works and applies here. where it does work on a real time, but also at your own pace. It's just really good. Like, it's definitely one that, like, it really sinks you in. But your engagement may vary depending on whether you even, like, dig that or not.
But the next category is best family. For the best game appropriate for best family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Your nominees are Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire.
Interesting.
Ryan says Plucky Squire, sweet baby. Here's the thing.
Shouts to the lady over there.
I'm looking at this and the idea of like a family play.
Okay.
Only one of these is multiplayer. Like everything else is not a multiplayer game.
Yeah, because when you think of family, you want to include everybody in there. So that's interesting.
Yes. Now I will give the case to Astrobot and Princess Peach Showtime in the idea that, yeah, younger audience can play those and like a family member can help them through it, you know? And I also just haven't played Plucky Squire. I need to. But like, I probably would give it to Mario Party in this category. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna tell you a story. I actually sold a copy of Astrobot to a kid the other day, and he was very excited.
Oh, okay.
He was very excited to play Astro. He was him and his dad were gonna pick up Spider-Man 2, but then he saw the trailer behind me.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, oh, I played Astro Playroom, and I was like, oh, well then Astrobot's even better. And they're like, yeah.
Huh. Okay. Interesting interaction there. You know, it's so funny because Nintendo usually always wins best family for their games. I feel like this is a year where it'll be an upset.
You know, I don't think Nintendo's walking out with any awards this year. I personally think like, you know, this is not that kind of year for them. They were not trying to be like, you look at the Nintendo releases this year, it was never about like making the highest like games that were going to sell the most. Like these were not like the big name titles. These were just, hey, we need the Switch to go on for one more year. Let's get through it. Like, let's make sure we give them a reason to keep going. So I think I'm still going to vote Mario Party because Mario Party Jamboree really is like one of the best Mario parties of all time. And it's been fun to play, and we've had big groups together already to play it. So
yeah. Oh, that's tough because it could be Jamboree. I'm kind of thinking Astrobot might do it.
No, if you think of which one it's actually going to win, it's probably Astrobot. But I put Mario Party.
Okay.
We come to the first controversial category.
Let's go, Marvel baby.
We come to the one of the most controversial categories so far. Best fighting. Best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Your nominations are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero,
okay,
Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, which I totally forgot came out in January.
Yeah, I forgot too.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics.
Okay.
Multiverses. Tekken 8.
And Tekken 8. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
All right.
Two of these games are not like the others. I'm going to start with the easy one first. I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I absolutely think it's a great collection of games, and it's done so much to bring that franchise back from the dead. It's just the old games. It's not new at all. Like, if you're talking about the quality of the collection, sure. But I don't think best fighting game should be counted for that. Consider it. There should be a list like maybe best preservation, best retro collection. But definitely not best fighting game. Not compared to the fact that these are all new, and we'll get to the other one right now. But what do you feel about that?
I kind of agree. Like, I didn't even bat an eye on it when I first saw it, but like when you really imagine the fact that like there's a lot of games here that are brand new, and I mean, you know, there is a reason why MVC like 2 in this case like was so heavily regarded. But that was back then. And sure, it maybe holds up now, but like it is still the old game. And I feel like that does a disservice towards another fighting game that was released this year, whichever. I actually don't have one in mind, but any other one that might show up that would otherwise like take that spot.
Mm-hmm. And now the other controversial pick here, multiverses, huh?
Multi.
Let me tell you something. Maximilian Dude said it best. How the hell are you gonna sit here and put multiverses as an actual nomination when it was already nominated 2 years ago and it won Best Fighting Game of the Year?
Yeah, it's
in
controversial.
Its quote unquote beta form. Just because it's a full release now, it counts again? Nah.
No, that's weird.
That's too weird. That's like saying, hey man, Street Fighter 6 Season 2 is pretty good. Like,
so wins like best fighting game of like 2026, for example. It's like, well, no. If you you feel like that wouldn't really slide.
Like, what the hell are we doing with that nomination? That game first, and even then, that's even considering if Multiverses was good, because it's not. They really nerfed the hell out of that game. I loved it back in the beta. I really loved it when it first came out in beta. It was fast as hell. Combos were crazy. Awesome. This, right now, it's too slow for my liking, dude. They slowed it down too much. It's just,
Maybe ongoing, you say? For Multiverses.
Yeah, I get. Well,
maybe.
It can't be on. It can't be ongoing when it took a year break.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry. Can't be ongoing when it was never actually quote unquote released, but you still gave it fighting game of the year that year.
Sure that.
So no, it's not.
we decided to take a break from creation, from content.
Like, just no, absolutely get that out of here. I just don't want it there. For me, and I we watched Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising at Evo, and it was crazy to watch.
That was good.
It was good game to watch. I think it's either between Dragon Ball or Tekken, and I think of fighting games, right? I know Mark is gonna kill me for this one because because I can already tell you Mark's game of the year is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I'm gonna say Tekken 8 clears house here. No questions asked.
Yeah, like, and that's tough because like there's a lot of like cool mechanics up for Grand Blue in this case, but I think like as far as like the spectacle, but also the technical side of things, it's Tekken 8.
It's Tekken 8. It's Tekken 8.
And I was
it's
nice
definitely
happy.
Tekken 8. Yep. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dragon Ball took it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's Tekken 8.
Right, Brian? I mean, Smash Bros. Ultimate got a random patch this year. We might as well put that guy in the nominations. Exactly.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, new DLC for it? New character? Okay.
Well, speaking of DLC in this next category, best RPG. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences.
I want to echo Kid and Krista when they mentioned this, when they were looking at it. It's just, everything's front loaded with RPGs this year. Front loaded.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, but I'm also sad because I can't finish all of them.
So we got Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Refantagio. All right. Hold on. And we're going to get more into this topic in a minute. But Brian, I want you to know, I don't think you were here for my pickups. I did pick up Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree Edition. All right. I did pick this finally up because I wanted a copy of this. I've never played it. All right. But I got it all in one bundle. So, because I'm not taking away I'm not taking away the quality of Erdtree. That is not what this conversation is about. We need to be very clear here. Because I don't want people trying to be like, man, this dude just like hates Elden Ring. That's not true. That's not true at all. Elden Ring is amazing.
Also, I got.
I don't think DLC should be nominated in a best RPG category when you still need the original Elden Ring to play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more Elden Ring. Like, it's not a sequel. Sorry, continue.
I was going to say, I'm kind of in the same boat where like I got another game in this nomination, but I didn't quite play it yet. It's Metaphor, and I just want to give shout outs to Metaphor because it has 2 discs.
Holy crap.
2 discs, bro. Not bad. Not bad. So I like, this is one of those I definitely want to play and like have some words to say like in our talks if I can.
I can. Because personally, look, if they would have just followed the golden joystick rule and give a category for best DLC / expansion,
sure,
Tree clears.
Yeah,
Tree clears
solos.
no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely clears that category. It is the best expansion this year, no questions asked. I will not take that away from it. But you are telling me you put Tree up against actual full-fledged releases? I get it. It's as long as one. But like it's not a new game. It's this, you need Elden Ring to play it. You even need to actually play a little bit of Elden Ring just to get to Shadow of the Tree.
That's the biggest thing. Like you have to like essentially clear through Elden Ring and like the difficulty and just like time invested in order to get to Shadow of Tree. Well, maybe that kind of depends, but still, you still have to buy like a full-fledged game in order to reach it.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So for me, yeah, no way. I cannot, in good faith, vote Shadow of the Tree, even if it's that good.
Mm.
Now the other 4, I didn't get to play Dragon's Dogma 2, which is a shame because I really like Dragon's Dogma 1.
That's tough,
a lot.
Yeah.
So it's really between these 3. Because I heard nothing but rave reviews about the other 3, right?
Really though,
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor, ReFantazio. If we are strictly talking about RPG,
strictly RPG,
man,
I mean
that's rough. It's
like what?
I'm gonna just eliminate Like a Dragon right now. I don't want to. I actually am really looking forward to playing it, but. It's got to be between Metaphor and Final Fantasy, right? Like those are the RPGs of the year. And like I hear nothing but good things about Metaphor. Literally nothing but good things. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, man.
Yeah, dude.
This is rough. I probably would pick Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because of I played it. I have not played Metaphor yet. But it's like, don't disregard that. We could be completely wrong on that. Like,
yeah, dude, that's a tough one. I'd also go for like 7 Rebirth because I played it and I really had a lot of fun with it. But I'm pretty sure ReFantazio would also do the exact same thing for me. I just never really got around to it.
Yep.
So I gotta vote for what I've already experienced. So I'll do that.
That's gonna be me. I'm gonna vote 7 because I played it. But I think Metaphor would take that one. Best action adventure game. For the best action adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
We're getting to the controversies now. I mean, we have been, but yes, another one.
This is controversy? Oh, yeah, there is a game on here. It's not like the others.
Not like the others.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
Not like us.
It's Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. So shout outs to Nintendo getting a nomination in 2 different categories that like is kind of wild, you know.
Very nice, very
multiplayer
nice.
and best action adventure.
But it's their new games for sure. So
yeah. So here's the thing. I cannot personally speak on Silent Hill 2, even though I heard it's really good. I need to pick that up because I have not played the remake yet. I played the original, but I've never played the remake. But I also don't think if we're talking action adventure, is this really action adventure? It's action, kinda.
in the strictest like definition or the loosest definition, was action.
Why the hell is Star Wars Outlaws on this list?
Good question. I mean, I wish I knew. Was
Warhammer 40K just not a game? Or is that considered action? Oh, I think it's on another category. Sorry.
I guess we'll find out like in the next one, I think.
I would have rather seen Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered on here, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like
that's how I don't understand why Outlaws is on this list.
I don't know.
I heard it got some like woof like reviews when it came out.
Yeah, and one is because it's buggy, but also like I don't think some of the bits about it is actually inspiring or even good in that matter. So
yeah, like, do I want to play it? Sure, but it's mostly for the Star Wars vibes. I don't personally. I'm gonna wait for a really good sale. Like I do want to pick it up, but man, it ain't that kind of game, bro. As for the other three, I have played all three of those.
Yeah.
And I will say it's kind of rough to choose between the three, but I'm going to go with my gut. And I'm going to say my best action adventure game is Astrobot. I'm not going to lie to you. I could not believe it. You just feel like you're going on this adventure. And here's the thing. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is also like that too.
True.
All right. For me, it was going to be between those two. As much as I love Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, that game is great too. I just think that Astrobot, it's just like there's always something new around the corner. There's always something new. You're just moving. This big adventure, big levels to run through. It was just a lot of fun, and discovering all the secrets and stuff is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
While I think Echoes of Wisdom is also just kind of like that. But it's a little more slower, a little more methodical. And if we're talking action and adventure, I do think Astrobot is both.
I gotcha.
So, like, personally, I'm going Astrobot.
It's funny that when I look at Astrobot and like what I've like experienced with that game, I feel like it's more like adventure platforming with action, but action feels like it's not as like heavily highlighted as the other two. Whereas I feel that for Prince of Persia, and I do feel that for like Echoes of Wisdom. I feel like Prince of Persia was like really, really, really good. I'll say right now, I probably wouldn't vote for it, mainly because there's another one that I favor, but it is also very, very good.
It is Star Wars Outlaws. You're right.
You're right. No, I'm putting Zelda on this. I'm calling it a day.
Yeah, you're right.
But all three are pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So I was right. It's in this category. I was going to say best action game. For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat, you got Black Myth Wukong. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is what a funny inclusion.
What up? The question of why Star Wars Outlaws in a category.
There we go.
It's an open world action adventure game. Hello?
No, I'm just wondering why it's there when it's not good.
Also, Mark, how's it going?
I heard that. I was like, you're like, why is this here? I was like, Phil, what the fuck do you mean? Why is it here?
Well, if you dropped this only one F-bomb, I'm glad you wasted it.
Yeah, the one. You have one.
Get wrecked.
Phil pulls them out of me.
I'm glad to see you're doing well, Mark. Before we continue, how are you doing? How was the wedding?
It was good.
I'm very sorry I couldn't be there. I blame my son.
Boy isn't even out the womb yet, and you're already roasting him.
Oh man, he's not even out the womb. He's already making my life a living hell. Like I love him, but like, damn.
Gonna say, Cat's supposed to have him what, like 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, just where we are in the. Oh my god, when you
aren't you in the zone where it could pretty much happen at any time?
It could happen at any time.
You are reminding me that I'm more nervous than all ever right now. But yes,
yeah.
Like she could literally pop.
Yes. She could be literally walk into this room, and go, "Hey, my water broke." I'll be like, "Oh,
we gotta go.
I gotta go." Yeah,
shits himself.
Gotta go.
Hey, but you know what? But I'm glad the wedding turned out good. I saw the photos. I'm very happy for you and Judy. So congratulations, Mark, officially.
Thank you. You should have seen Justin.
Love you guys.
You should have seen Justin when he was like,
What's going on?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Justin didn't realize that he was a groomsman and he forgot.
Oh,
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's wild because when I saw this, right? Okay, like my perspective, I was like, oh yeah, he's getting his suit fitted. Oh yeah, he's doing this. Yeah. So I was like, in my head, I was like, yeah, of course he is. I knew this. Why would that be questioned?
Quite literally, me, exactly.
Yeah, so I only have myself to blame on this one. Like this was done like a couple years ago, and everyone kind of remembers like everything up to that point, except for that one detail when you asked me and Aniyah. I spent the good couple years not even remembering that you asked us both. So I'm here thinking that myself and I aren't groomsmen, and I'm like, that's kind of whatever. And I guess he just wants to like share like exactly what like it would. What the attires would look like. I don't know if there's a dress code or anything aside from just wearing something nice. So it's like
That's the part that kills me.
So yeah, I'll go search for like my own like type of suit. It's a high time that I get like a navy blue type of suit, I guess. So I mean, I'm glad I at least had that mindset of it. But I feel so bad too. So don't be doing this to me, because I'm like, I've been spending.
No, it's the idea that in the chat. In our own like group chat, you literally made it sound like you were like yeah, I got my suit fitted, everything's ready. I'm like, yeah, because in my head I was like, yeah, they're groomsmen, they're both of them, like that, duh, like that's okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you're over here like, yeah, I got my suit fitted, everything's ready for pickup, all these other cool things. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, they got it all set, they got it all ready to go.
He found out at the dinner rehearsal. He's like, oh.
It's like, oh, yeah, because like Judy was like saying, okay, so Justin, you're going to be walking with my younger sister. I was like, oh, so I am a groomsman. Because here's what I should have done. I should have just asked Mark straight up, because at that point, like, I was starting to get a little suspicious. Like, am I like a groomsman? And granted, you have to accept the idea that I thought you never asked us. That was just one, like, that was one fact that was already established good years ago that just completely just got wiped off of my memory, except for anything else.
I just remember seeing you go all the way back 5
I had to go back to like 2021.
He said, I feel sick and
granted,
terrible.
Mark, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. You probably should have reminded him too.
Because he was,
hey, man.
Like
everything's they seem to understand.
Sure, but hey, maybe you could have just used the word groomsman here in the chat somewhere.
Well, I had one last question, like
in 2024. Sorry, let me rephrase that.
In 2024. So
yeah,
it was definitely when you sent out like that group number to get all the numbers, or at least get the appropriate like suit attire, and you forwarded it to us two, like myself and I, because we're going. And I asked you, like, is that for everyone? Like, it's like for every like, is it like a dress code?
Every one of the groomsmen.
And he said,
"Yeah, boy."
I was gonna say, is that for everyone, or is that like just for groomsmen? And you said, just the groomsmen. And that was it. I was like, all right. I guess I'll do my own thing.
Oh, brother.
Because it'll otherwise be like, yeah, it's for you and Aniyah. Then I would have been like, okay, yeah, that sells it. But yeah,
to me, I just took that as you were trying to save money.
No, I would have shelled out. You know me. I would have shelled out for you. Now, granted, I forgot. So it's still on me.
This is
amazing. Dude, it's just so funny in the restaurant. He was like, "Dude, you should have been more clear." I'm just like, "What do you mean?"
Dude, I was under the impression the whole time. You got the chat is literally talking like, yeah, picking up suits, yeah, doing this, yeah, I got this ready to go. I'm like, man, these are some good groomsmen.
I'm over here just trying to play like 30, like in terms of chess, trying to figure out like, okay, well, is it? I guess not. He's not ever saying like I'm a groomsman. He never addressed me as a groomsman.
It's funny,
but I agreed.
Me and Phil both just had the assumption that, oh yeah, he's got it.
And I'm over here like, no, I'm not a groomsman. He never
The
told
crazy-
me. He
No.
never gave me like that title.
The craziest part about this whole thing too is just like I'm driving Aniyah to the airport and I'm in the car with him, and I'm like, "Oh, so yeah, you and Justin got suits ready and everything?" And he's like, "Yeah, Justin's got a suit and everything ready too." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, cool, you guys are gonna be great." Like, he's like, "Yeah, groomsmen, dogs, like that's how it is." I was like, "Man, I wish I could be there, dog." So he thought
So
you too.
yeah, Aniyah knew. Aniyah always knew. Y'all already knew, and I was the one who just like forgot a move.
It's like for some reason, somewhere it just zapped itself from your memory. You were like, huh.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is a 10 out of 10.
But I'm glad y'all enjoy that.
I'm not gonna lie, it was funny as shit.
I'm very happy for you. Welcome to the marriage club.
Thank you. I've gotten used to wearing my ring already.
Yeah, you get used to it pretty fast. You know?
It took a second because I wasn't used to wearing things on my fingers.
Yeah. Oh, I okay. That's not fair for me. I've had a promise ring since we started going out, but yes, I've like actual wedding band. Yes.
And soon enough, now you're gonna have a kid. I'm still waiting at least 2 to 3 years before I try for that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But yeah. No, Mark. I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. And on
we need
top of that,
we need to figure out a way to get you to Cali.
Right.
Mm.
Everyone also enjoyed my cocktail. You could barely taste the alcohol in it at all.
No, man, I would have been lit as hell.
Could have been dangerous. I had like 2 of those.
No, it's not dangerous if you're a bad drunk.
I know,
you just gotta be good at it.
Justin mixed them, looked at me and said, "Hello, purple."
Oh yeah.
Oh, you made purple drink?
Yeah, because it was a red and a blue on top, and you can actually mix them together. So I just did a little swirl, and I just gave him like the gesture for it.
Imaginary technique, douche.
But all right,
it was
Mark. Yeah, no, we gotta get you out to Cali, or you can join us in our quote unquote maybe 2026 New York trip. We'll see.
Ooh,
New York City.
It's closer to you than it is Cali. What are you talking about?
Granted, it will still be a good number of hours, but you know.
Nah, this dude gets like an hour flight there. Knock it off.
The funny thing is, I've never been to New York and I've never been to California.
Tight.
I've actually never been to the west side of the country at all.
Well, okay.
Well, I guess I'm the same way, the other way around too.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll find out.
Yeah,
like
or flip a coin.
Like the furthest west I've ever gone is Louisiana.
Mark and I kind of share a similar story, but on different sides.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later. But yeah,
okay,
dude, Mark, congrats once again. We are doing the Game Award nominees. I'm
on it. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled it up. How about the after party?
After party.
I'm only gonna ask you so we can just quick recap.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go over content creator of the year and none of the esports. I don't give a damn about those. I'm gonna just ask you real quick from this one onward, like most anticipated game and up. All right. And we just need your opinion so we can just catch up, and then you can actually be like back in the normal conversation. Got it?
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's go from the top real quick. Most anticipated game: Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Out of all of those,
yeah,
probably Wilds.
All right, cool. Next one. Best adaptation: Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, or Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. I think it's Lara Croft. Sorry.
Hold on, let me pull up the site so I can just let me pull up the results just so I can have this in front of me.
Adaptation.
This is what category again?
Adaptation. This is a show. These are shows or movies.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I think these are all shows though.
Clearly. yeah, you're right. Clearly it's Knuckles though, right? Mark, you gotta take a look at that.
That's what I'm doing.
Knuckles.
I can see. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Fallout, Yakuza, Tomb Raider, Arcane, and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen any of these.
We voted Fallout.
That's fair. I haven't either.
But Fallout I heard was good, but my brother has also told me so many good things about Arcane.
Ooh, all right.
Just pick one.
Knuckles
it is.
I'll go with Arcane. I'll go with
Arcane. He's going to
right, cool.
Arcane.
Got it. Next one. Best multiplayer.
Best multiplayer.
Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2.
Best multiplayer game.
What you think?
If I was to say what game I think deserves it the most, I'd probably give it to Helldivers, probably because
Okay,
just how massive it was.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
We voted that too.
Cool.
Next.
Sports and
Best
racing.
sports / racing, F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Topspin 2K25, and WWE 2K24. You don't have to vote if you don't want to.
You can also choose not to.
I don't have much of an opinion on this one.
I voted F1. He voted Topspin.
I went with Topspin. I'm a tennis person.
Yeah, there you go. Best sim / strategy game, Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord.
What you think?
Unicorn Overlord.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, we're so back.
Yep. Best family, Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire.
Jamboree.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. We're back. Okay, Mark, this is where you're going to be very upset
if
of
we
us.
ever play, I'm probably gonna play the mole because I think the mole is funny.
Yeah, well, as long as Katrina's on that round, you're good because she mains the mole.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Cat, we get along.
Best fighting game. I already know how this is gonna go, so you can just say it. It's multiverses, right?
How'd you know? Sparking 0.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Right.
Yeah. Best RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Refantasio.
Whoa, you went with that fast.
As much as I want to say Rebirth, I haven't gotten to play it.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna have to say this is gonna be controversial.
Say it.
Just say it. Say it with chest.
Say it with your chest. It's Dragon's Dogma 2. Got it.
I'm flying over there. I'm flying back.
It's Elden Ring.
All right. Best action adventure. This is actually probably the last one we left off on, right? Yeah. So we're almost caught up. Last one. Best action adventure. Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. And if you vote Star Wars Outlaws, you can leave this chat right now.
You can just hop off. Take a nap if you need to.
As much as I wanted to play Outlaws, I've never gotten the chance. I've heard mixed reviews about it. But out of all of these, I heard good things about Prince of Persia, so I'll do Persia for right now.
Hell yeah.
Wow. That is a really good one.
Now we're back. We're back to the normal primary schedule, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat, Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
Oof.
This is a tough one.
This is a very tough one.
It's very
I laughed a little bit at Call of Duty, but when I think about it, they actually did change the mechanics. So, you know.
Would you consider it action at that point?
Oh yeah. So what I've been playing Black Ops 6, as you know, and the game makes you feel like a 90s action hero. It's not just that it takes place in the 90s. It makes you feel like a 90s action hero. Like it's the Omni movement, being able to dive in multiple directions and stuff is kind of crazy. I've gotten some really cool kills where I jump out the window in Nuketown. I'm diving out the window like a 90s, like a last action hero and just getting 2 hits in. Like,
not bad. I can kind of see it. Then.
I understand why it's here. It's just not going to win. It's not going to win against the rest of these.
This is true. Like I see Helldivers. I understand why it's kind of considered an action one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's an action game. That's for certain.
Yeah. If you're asking me, it's gonna go to either Stellar Blade or Black Myth Wukong.
That's what I was gonna say. One of those two. Even though I will say Warhammer, like I've seen the action of Warhammer, it is really good.
Oh man, Space Marine 1 was really good back in the day. So yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, that one's a tough one.
I played the first one on 360.
Yeah, that's where I played it too. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Black Myth Wukong or Stellar Blade. It's like gameplay mechanics, so I can't really even dice it up to that.
From what I've seen of both games, they both deserve something.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm more familiar with Stellar Blade more than Black Myth, so I my vote would go Stellar Blade. It's not for the gooning things, I promise.
Promise, of course.
Yeah. I'm a Bayonetta fan, so if it was gonna be for the gooning things, it would have been a long time ago. Just saying. But Stellar Blade is really good. It's like just straight action. It's so good.
Yeah, and they got a 2B crossover coming out.
It's already out.
Oh yeah, it was like this week, right?
It's just cosmetics. It's actually not new content.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
it makes complete sense as why they're collabing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I also want to play Black Myth Wukong. It looks so good.
I want to play it too because it looks really good.
Next month, man, the physical PS5 copy. I'm excited to actually pick it up. I'm gonna play it.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. It looks really good.
See,
actually, I don't know if I'll be able to play it, but I'll be able to pick it up at least.
At least just have it pre-ordered. The pre-order.
Yeah. So personally, I'm gonna vote Stellar Blade. I don't know about you guys. What were you guys' picky?
You know what? I'll put the vote towards Stellar Blade.
Nice.
Let's do it. Also, that main theme keeps it's stuck in my head, so it's just like during conversations.
I'm torn between Blade and Wukong.
Yeah, that was the rough one. I don't know
because I haven't gotten a chance to play either or, but I do know that they're both good. So I'm gonna abstain just because I can't really give a decisive decision.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a tough one then.
Next one. Best VR/AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening. I haven't played any of these, unfortunately, because I don't own an Oculus or a Quest. I want a Quest. I actually do want to get one. And I want to get a PSVR too, but that's super expensive.
Yeah.
So I heard that Arkham Shadow is like amazing. Like it's really good. Somehow they made a really good Arkham game for VR that isn't like the other Arkham VR game.
Okay.
I'm gonna vote Arkham Shadow.
I want to say that like Metal Hellsinger sounds like a great idea, and Metro Awakening maybe, but I think I will just go with Batman, considering a lot of people are talking about it. It's being advertised a lot, but also
I was thinking Metal Hellsinger as well because like Metal Hellsinger in general is really good, but like man, as a VR game, that's scary.
I've got no opinion on it really.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Are you ready to go on then?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device. AFK Journey. Balatro. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Wuthering Waves. And Zenless Zone Zero.
This is actually kind of a tough one.
All good contenders.
It might be a tough one, but
I think I know who wins it.
I think absolutely. I have to give it to the Trading Card Pocket.
Really?
I mean, it is fun.
I've been enjoying it.
I'm going to Balatro. It's going to Balatro.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I know I dropped out of the game for a while. I'll vote for Zenless Zone Zero. But I think Balatro would win. And I will find out once they try it out.
They're all pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. They're all pretty good. Best debut indie game. For the best debut indie game created by a new independent studio.
Ooh, okay.
Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire.
I remember seeing something about Manor Lords.
I've heard about Pacific Drive.
I heard it's a really good strategy PC game.
This is a tough one, actually.
I think personally, my gaming taste, I would go Animal Well.
Yeah, I'm thinking Animal Well too. I'm not really choosing Plucky Squire because I know that like reviews have said like it's not exactly as engaging ultimately it's just like it's not as good as we thought it was. But still okay. So it's like, I don't know. So I would pick Animal Well since that's been highly regarded, but I think I know what the answer is.
Yeah, I think Bellatrix is going to win this, no problem. But I mean, like, what about you, Mark?
I don't know much about many of these games at all, so I'm just gonna go with Phil on this one and say Animal Well. Like, I'll just trust his opinion on this one.
Nice.
Animal Well.
Best independent game. This one's actually really rough, dude. All of these are good. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system, Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Niva, and UFO 50. I haven't played UFO 50, but I heard nothing but good things about that game, dude.
This one might be tough then.
All these are rough, dude, because Lorelei and the Laser Eyes looks really cool. I'm waiting for a physical copy. I really want to play it. And Neva's physical copy comes out next year. And so I also want to play that. But I can kind of get the sense that it kind of plays like Gris, you know, the game this studio made.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm into all these. I'm into literally all these. And I don't know which one to pick, any of them. Like, this is a rough one for me. Because if you're asking my personal opinion, like for me, it's either Animal Well or Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. But that's me. And I'll probably choose Animal Well.
Damn, this is... I think I would go with... I guess I had to go with Animal Well. That's the only one I've seen. But I feel like UFO 50 would deserve it.
What about you, Mark?
I'll go with Animal Well.
Nice.
Animals.
Good job, Donkey. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Well, it ain't Helldivers 2 in this one, I'll tell you what.
I don't know. Golden Joystick says something different.
They fumbled that bag.
They fumbled that one for sure.
That was rough.
Because I voted Helldivers 2 multiplayer based on its gameplay, not on its community.
Right.
To be fair, the community is very strong that is with it, but I will say the community got smaller after they nearly obliterated it with Sony's decision.
Yeah, so that can't be it. I still have yet to play through Baldur's Gate 3, so it kills me.
Baldur's Gate 3 is very solid.
But also, if we're talking in a sense of best community support,
I will say No Man's Sky is a very, very strong community.
Yeah, true.
But Final Fantasy 14 is also a very strong community.
It is, but I have noticed a bit of wavering in the community after
Dawn Trail. Yeah, after Dawn Trail.
Really?
Dawn Trail was a bit of a controversial release.
Huh. Then perhaps not.
All right.
Damn, that's tough.
Fortnite it is.
I mean, we say that like in a joking way, but like, you know,
here's the thing. I actually am going to vote Fortnite, but only on the fact that they added Fortnite Festival and it's basically Rock Band 5.
That's
and
fair.
I'm a goddamn sucker for harmonics games, and so like the fact that they are the ones that developed it and it literally is Rock Band, and it's just really fun to play. And like all the crazy, I'm not even basing this on just Fortnite. I'm basing it on Fortnite Festival. The season where they went all out for Metallica is crazy.
Ooh,
none of this has to do with community, by the way.
Huh?
I was like, none of this has to do with any of the community thing in the category. This is just like Phil likes this.
If you're talking about inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches, an update was season 3 or the season there they did nothing but Metallica. That was a crazy season. It was cool.
Fair enough.
They did that was a really cool one. They've done a season with Billie Eilish. That was fun. Right now, the season's based on rap and hip hop. It's Snoop Dogg.
Didn't Eminem get in there too?
Yeah, it's basically like Death Row Records and some other things in there. Yeah. I don't know. It definitely can't be Helldivers 2. That's out of the question.
It should not be anyway.
No, not even close.
Because sure, they did the update. They did some patches here and there. The community is not quite there anymore.
Yeah. It might be between Baldur's Gate 3 and Fortnite because I do know that they are very strong about fixing Baldur's Gate 3 and putting new things in and new updates and.
I might go with Fortnite because I'll put Fortnite for this one.
Fortnite is.
Yep.
Fortnite.
Best ongoing game.
Best
Awarded
ongoing.
to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2.
We know what ain't.
Is Fortnite actually going to take a double right here?
Yeah, it might.
It might.
Yeah, I would say it takes a double here.
Okay.
I did hear the final shape was actually really good for Destiny. I did hear that.
So I've heard.
And I also heard that Vessel of Hatred's really good for Diablo 4. Like, I don't know. Like,
That's a tough one.
I know, but one is the conclusion of a saga, whereas the other one, I don't exactly know. I think it's just like a normal story expansion.
Vessel of Hatred is not the last thing for Diablo 4.
For sure.
I know, but
Yeah.
whereas the final shape was like the ending of the main story that we've had for Destiny.
Yeah, it's true.
So I would say there's more significance in that expansion.
But Fortnite has a lot of things going on for it. Again, not just Fortnite Festival and Fortnite. There's Lego Fortnite. There's also Rocket Racing. They add a bunch of seasons and stuff and content to
They
all
made
four
an
of those.
entire Lego game instead of Fortnite is wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They add a lot. So I would say it's Fortnite.
I can't deny that they're really innovating in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
When you have infinite budget like they do, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, that's true. Justin, what do you think?
It's tough. Now that we kind of brought those up front, I can't really decide which one's like the greater for them, but I guess I would just have to default to Fortnite. I don't have much to say about Destiny 2. And Diablo 4 is still kind of going. I know that like it's just a great experience overall. So I don't know how Vessel Hatred continues that. So yeah, that's a tough one. So I'm gonna just go with Fortnite.
All right.
Fortnite.
Games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kinzera Zao. So here's the thing.
I feel like a lot of people would vote for Life is Strange. That's what I would imagine.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Here's the thing: the games for impact is like the description says. It's basically has a big old meaning and message into it, not just the gameplay. And Senua's Saga is still a continuation of dealing with psychosis. So that's always a thing. I haven't actually got to play Hellblade 2 yet, even though it's on my Xbox. I really need to. I don't know what Neva's about actually story-wise, so that's kind of crazy. I didn't know it was this kind of game.
Yeah.
And Life is
Never.
Strange always has like every single one of the Life is Strange games is like this. It's like they have a strong message about something. Whether it be about mental health issues or the LGBTQ community, like, you know what I mean? Like, everything is in Life is Strange. I personally am going to vote Tales of Kinzara.
Huh. All right.
Complete opposite of all of those.
Well, hold on. One, I've actually played it. And two, the story about losing someone and trying to deal with that always hits me. So
fair. I think Neva's actually kind of on a similar like terrain like that. Like the trailer isn't just like something that happens later on. It's like it hits you with it.
Yeah, like it's like dealing like losing your. It's basically you losing someone and trying to deal with that grief is basically what Tales of Kinzara is about, and that's my vote.
That's fair. I want to give the vote to Hellblade 2 because I feel like with Hellblade 2, it's either this or nothing at all.
It's the only category it got.
Kind of rough.
No, it's got another category. It's got two more categories it's nominated for.
Oh yeah. Oh, You know what? Yeah, you're right about that having another category. I'm just trying to like think about that. I think I'd still say that. I think I'd still stay with my answer here.
Okay.
But yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't really
Well,
have an
it's not
answer
going to
here,
win in the other category, so, you know.
I don't really have an answer here, honestly.
Okay. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Veilguard. Mind you, it's the only nomination he got. Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, Star Wars Outlaws.
I can't say anything about this one.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just for like accessibility and innovation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I know Black Ops 6 did something really good with their movement system. That's what I heard.
Yeah, the Omni system, the Omni movement. It's pretty good. I'm gonna give it to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown because I said it when I talked about when I was playing it. It's really cool that they added so many cool functions to let you traverse a Metroidvania style game. Yeah, I really like the map function. You know, like the being able to just put a photo on the map, and be like, all right, I'll remember this.
Oh, I guess you could consider that.
Helps a lot. Helps a lot.
I don't think I really used it a lot, but it was the fact that it was there if you ever needed it.
I could give it to Prince of Persia.
Mm-hmm.
The prince it is.
All right.
I mean, he's not really a prince, but you know.
Close enough.
Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. Brianna White, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell, Life is Strange Double Exposure. Humberly Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts, Silent Hill 2. And Melina Juergens, Senua Saga, Hellblade 2.
I think I know what the answer is going to be, but
who did she play in Rebirth?
She plays Aerith.
She's Aerith.
Ooh. I feel like she'll probably end up getting it, honestly.
That's what I feel. That's just what I feel.
Here's the thing. I heard Luke Roberts does really good as James Sutherland in Silent Hill 2.
I heard that too.
Like, man, and obviously Melina Juergens is already known for playing as Senua. And so like her obviously that's a big part of
it is
her
pretty intense.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
But I probably would also pick Brianna White. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Actually, this is tougher than I thought.
It's very much tougher than I thought. I'm going Brianna White.
I guess I'll vote
for
Brianna White. Although I would have went with Melina as well.
Mm-hmm. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Now, I feel that while I think Senua Saga obviously is a good audio design choice here.
True. Yes.
There's only 2 games that can take this, in my opinion. And unfortunately, it's not Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. If we're talking audio design, not soundtrack, not music, okay, it's either Astrobot or Silent Hill 2.
Oh.
Because let me make the case for Silent Hill 2 first. The whole game is based on atmosphere and messing with you and audio design. Like that is the bread and butter of Silent Hill. So like being able to hear something and you're like, where is it? But it was never there to begin with. That kind of stuff is what Silent Hill is all about. And Astrobot utilizing all of the PlayStation 5's features to do sound effects, using the HD rumble to like you can feel and hear the little spikes when you're like moving on them.
Yeah.
Or you can hear the spaceships like rockets through the speakers and stuff like that.
Or the hidden panel stuff.
Yeah, the hidden panel stuff is really cool too. So really, it's between those two.
Oh.
For me.
I get that.
I think I'm gonna give it to Astrobot because really, it is one of the only PS5 games that uses every single function of the DualSense.
Yeah. I'm also voting for Astro.
Astro, it is.
Oh, you can't make me pick this one, dude.
Oh, we got a big one.
You literally cannot make me pick this one.
Yes,
Best
you
score
can.
in music.
Score
For
music.
outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Dude, there's not a bad choice here at all. I don't care who wins. They're all good.
Mhm.
Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. Holy crap. I don't know. I love every single one of these.
They're all good, Phil.
I haven't really played Metaphor, but I've heard some of the songs already. It is so good, dude. And I know Silent Hill 2 soundtrack for the most part. I know some of the songs and the new compositions are good. Oh,
I can also
my
vouch for
God.
Stellar Blade, which you can actually listen to on Spotify. It's really good.
Stellar Blade soundtrack is so good. But I mean, dude, and Astrobot has some of the catchiest tunes in gaming right now. And freaking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a beautiful, just orchestrated joy to your ears. Man.
There's only one true answer, Phil. It's
I know
Final
it's
Fantasy.
Rebirth. I know it's Rebirth because the music is just so
it's
damn
like
well
literally
composed.
on a level of its own.
It's so well composed. I really wish I could give it to Stellar Blade or Astrobot though.
True that.
Rebirth is just has Final Fantasy just has that music.
It's always been good, dude. Music always. Man, that was a rough to take. I'm sorry. And when the actual awards happen, I don't care which one wins, by the way, for that one. They all deserve it. Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Earth Tree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva.
Eva.
Aniyah would probably tell you Neva. Absolutely. That is a very Aniyah game.
I'm torn between Astro, Black Myth, and Metaphor on this one.
I'm torn between Astro and Metaphor.
Because I think it's quite the accomplishment to have like Black Myth like running, what was it, Unreal 5 and looking the way it does.
I love the UI and everything in Metaphor though.
You know what? Yeah, I think I can like kind of dumb it down to like Astro or Metaphor then. If I'm really going for artistic design,
I'm gonna go for Metaphor.
Yeah,
personally.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Metaphor. This is tough.
It's got a highly stylized look. You know, most games don't look like Metaphor. I mean, maybe Persona because it's the same team, but like that's you're pushing it when you say that because it's got its own look and feel to it. But I mean, I will make the case for both Astrobot and Black Myth Wukong. Wukong does look really good. Like, I remember seeing the initial trailers and us talking about it on this podcast a while back.
Because it looks so good.
It looks so good. And then Astrobot just has this clean look. Like, there's nothing like it's clean. You know, like it's not like it's bad. It's so well like designed. Everything just looks so clean in there. But Metaphor, man. What an art style. It's so abstract. I'm gonna go with that. Mark?
I think I'll have to go with I mean, since y'all are I guess artistically I will have to say that Metaphor does have a good art style to it. So I guess I could give it to Metaphor.
Okay. Justin?
Yeah, it's Metaphor.
All right.
Metaphor.
We are almost through this.
Almost.
We've got 4 more categories to go. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. I actually didn't know Hellblade 2 was nominated here, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Best narrative is rough. because it's kind of hard if Final Fantasy VII wins, right? Because it's only the second
It's
part
only the
of a
second,
narrative.
yeah. So it's really like what are the contained like narrative bits in this, and you know what I will say. You know how they kind of throw you for a loop at the end of like Rebirth. I'm not sure if that's outstanding storytelling in that department. It's just kind of they're keeping you guessing, which I also think is also pretty engaging in that. Right, I think there's some really cool like narratives built inside of like the general story too.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the other contenders, it's kind of tough for me to even say because I never played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And Metaphor, yeah, I'm not sure about that one either.
Let me narrow this down a little bit for you. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth has a great narrative, right? But the issue is like, while you can play it on its own, right? You can totally do that. There's a lot of story beats where it's like, did you play the rest of the series? No. Well, then you're never going to understand this. Like, it's the 8th game in the series. So, you know, you got a lot of catching up to do if you really want to get into Infinite Wealth. But you can still play it. It's got its own story. It's just, you know, there's a lot of lore in that. While the other 3 are all self-contained. You know, Silent Hill 2 might be a remake, but it's a remake of one of the best stories in Silent Hill.
Yeah,
all right.
I can see that.
And it's the one Silent Hill game that doesn't connect to the others. Like 1 and 3 connect somehow, but 2 is its own thing. 2 has always been its own thing. So I get it. But also like Metaphor and Senua's Saga. Again, Senua's Saga is its own thing. It doesn't really take too much from the first game from what I heard. I might have to give it to Metaphor, to be honest with you. It's its own story. It's its own unique thing.
I wish I knew more about the story bits for Metaphor.
I heard it's like one of the best stories in RPGs, period.
Jeez,
wow,
that's big praise.
That's
big
so
praise
like,
energy.
Damn.
That's massive praise.
Dude, I feel like I know what's going to win. And you know what? I would support Metaphor in this case.
Oh, Final Fantasy VII is going to clear house here. But like, I personally would give it to Metaphor. I know Final Fantasy VII is going to take it. That's my decision. I don't know about you guys.
I think I'll stay with that. It's pretty much echoing the same thing. That's
What's
tough,
the category again?
Best narrative.
It's best narrative.
The best overall narrative.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard because the 7 remakes trilogy that we've gotten, the narrative has been so good.
But it's not the whole picture, right? Like
true, but I also don't know enough about Metaphor to really support you guys in this one.
So then go for it. Let's just say Rebirth.
I'm just gonna say Rebirth because I don't have enough context.
Rebirth is gonna win. That's the problem.
Just justify giving it to Metaphor.
Rebirth is gonna win. That's the issue. Let's just call it as it is. Best game direction. Oh wait, Justin, what did you pick?
Metaphor.
Okay. Best game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantazio. Rough. Very rough. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
It's interesting with Rebirth and Elden Ring because they kind of already have a basis to work off of. Granted, with Elden Ring, it's kind of a little bit more like forward because it's still on the same platform. Rebirth is kind of like taking advantage of like and rehashing a lot of stuff.
I will say, Erdtree did add in for almost a whole other game with the DLC, considering it was like the entire size of the map was almost like, I think the entire size of the map made up like one of the biggest areas in the base game.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, Mark.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of work that did go into that.
for sure, and that can be acknowledged.
Here's the thing with this: if you're talking about direction, creative vision, and innovation in game direction and design, I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a sequel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's already building atop something that's already pre-established.
Yeah, and so is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. And isn't Black Myth Wukong just kind of a Souls game?
Yes, but I do know that it has been doing some things that are unique to the Souls genre that we haven't seen before.
Okay. Because
In terms of, like,
really,
aspect.
Metaphor is like pushing the turn-based RPG forward for sure. It does a lot of new things for our turn-based RPGs. Balatro is just so well thought out.
It's almost unfair.
Like it's almost unfair, like how well thought out Balatro is. And then Astrobot, yes, while it's a sequel to Astro's Playroom, I can make the case for Astrobot in the sense that every level is so unique. They knew how to design a game and do different things every time. You're not playing the same level every time.
Yeah.
Everything is just so well designed. All right, you're always having fun with that game. There's never a part where I was like, man, I'm so upset at this. No, you are always having fun with Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
Rough, man.
This is rough.
Pick. I'm going Astrobot because I just like the little robot.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna go.
I just like the little robot. That's my only answer.
Little robot.
No, I really like Astrobot because it really was like something where you don't really see a lot of 3D platforms like that these days. And I'd love to have more.
Well, Nintendo's the one that usually does it.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You just never see it from another studio that isn't Nintendo.
True that.
So thankfully, we actually finally got a real platform. You know what? We'll talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you want? Best game direction.
Best game direction. What are the choices again?
It's Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Fantasio.
Oh. If only I'd actually gotten to play these this year, I'd probably have a much better opinion.
The same, brother.
Yeah.
I can't decide because I don't have enough. I know they're all good. It's just that I haven't got a chance to play any of them, so I can't really give a solid choice.
You know what? For creative vision and innovation, I'm going with Kendrick.
Yo.
Wah.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Muster.
Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantagio.
It's kind of, yeah, best game direction and game of the year just kind of go hand in hand.
They definitely do, but not all the time.
Not always.
I do know that I have a heavy feeling that Wukong is a big contender for Game of the Year.
So if you're looking at the fact that Golden Joystick Awards just gave Black Myth Wukong Game of the Year,
that's pretty valid.
That's a pretty crazy statement already, you know, like, because honestly, I didn't think it was going to be Black Myth Wukong of all the games on this list, but I could be wrong. Game of the Year is crazy. Because look, they always have to add an indie game, right? And Balatro definitely fits that bill. It really is like, man, it's just well made. It's just well thought out, right? Like I heard it's like a drug, dude. You play it once, you're not going to stop playing it. It's kind of like Vampire Survivors. You remember that? Y'all play that?
Yep, it's exactly the same way.
But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is, man,
it's a good experience overall.
Yeah, it's way better than remaking every single like thing it does.
I wish I could talk on it.
Yeah, I wish you could too.
Yeah.
Could have had a PlayStation, but you know. Let's see.
This motherfucker.
Metaphor Fantasio is again a well-made Atlas RPG, dude. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just that well made. Astrobot it really is the saving grace for the PlayStation this year, right? Like it is PlayStation's most innovative platform in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Erdtree.
And then there's Erdtree.
Yeah, and then there's Erdtree, which shouldn't even be on this list, but because I'm telling you right now, Erdtree should not be on this list. I'm gonna get this conversation. I know we're teasing it up until this point. There's no reason a DLC expansion should be on this list.
Fantastic expansion. However, I would agree that I don't know if it deserves Game of the Year per se.
It's a damn good expansion. I'm not Mark. I literally picked this up for Black Friday.
I know. I agree with you right now. I'm saying it's a great expansion. I just don't know if it's
I
worthy of Game of the Year.
literally want to play Erdtree. It's not that it's not that Erdtree's bad. On the contrary.
It's just
it's
the placement
it's an
here,
expansion, not a game.
Best DLC of the year? Absolutely. Erdtree clears that no goddamn problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There is no other DLC expansion that I think this year that is just as good as Erdtree.
Hmm.
But it's not really a sequel. You still need to play Elden Ring. And it's not even something that's separate from Elden Ring. You need to actually play a little bit of Elden Ring to get to Erdtree.
And that's how you would distinguish this from Rebirth.
Where Rebirth is a sequel. Rebirth is an actual sequel. It is separate, standalone, sold on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want, do you want my personal opinion? Like, this is what my game of the year is. Like with this,
let's
it's
hear
Astrobot.
That. Ooh, I'm gonna say Rebirth.
Astrobot is a game that just makes me enjoy video games.
That's true. It is a lot of fun.
I just love there's no crazy story. There's none of that. You know, it's just so fun to play. It's just a good time all around. It makes, I never got bored of it. I never didn't have a smile on my face. Like, I always smile through the whole game at all times. And that's really hard to do, like, that's just really hard for me to get into nowadays. Many games don't do that to me. And Astrobot was that game. So for me, it's Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
You said Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Justin. Go ahead.
It was just a really good experience, like from start to finish. It was spectacle. I even played it on like the performance mode, which made it look not as sharp.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. I played it on quality mode, but
yeah. Well, my issue was that it made things a lot harder to like really picture out from the distance. But I usually focused in on like the immediate foreground. Still kind of fuzzy, but I was always like constantly moving, so I really wasn't like bothered by that. But it was also a thing where like it had like a whole like RPG like battle mechanic that was like much better than the original, and like also develop on it, but it also didn't like stick with that all the time. It always did something like fun and archaic, and I really liked it about it. So because I just like really enjoyed it overall, and I still loved Astrobot, but I think I would still give it to like Final Fantasy for this one.
Cool. Mark, what would be your game of the year choice here?
It's Balatro, I know it.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, what I think is gonna win is between Final Fantasy and Wukong. But since I've unfortunately not gotten to play either of them,
It's okay if you say Erdtree, by the way. This is my personal opinion, this is not reflect everybody else.
The only thing I've gotten to play on the list is Erdtree, ironically.
You can say Erdtree.
Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, but I agree that I don't feel like it meets the classification meant for the category.
I have said this on X, formerly known as Twitter, that you know why I say that? Because Nintendo calls it that, and it's so funny. I do want to say that I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because we when we do our top 10 games of the year, we allow DLCs. I understand that, right? But I also do that because we're not like a big help. Like we're not like a big reviewer. We're not anything like that. We
We're
just
not
like to
huge
talk about
critic.
the game.
that we
Yeah.
played. Yeah.
And also, you know, and I guess this is an excuse for this too, right? Not a lot of people have that kind of money to be investing into new games all year.
Mhm.
So of course they're going to expense in the games they already have. So DLC. So I guess like if you want to put Erdtree up here, it's fine. I guess I personally don't think it should, because it just takes up a slot from another game that came out this year. Could have been anything else that
I
could have been
agree.
nominated.
Mhm.
All right. Stellar Blade is a great game this year. All right. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth was another good one. Persona 3 Reload. Like
Parking
I can think
Zero.
Sparking Zero. There's so many games this year that came out. And for it to not to just be like outshined by a DLC expansion, come on.
Fair. There should just be a DLC. No, there should just be a DLC spot.
Yeah.
There should be two.
exactly.
There should be two categories. One that's specifically made for DLC and expansions, and one for retro collections and preservation. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom probably would clear house this year, but so would
Potentially,
Tetris Forever. Tetris Forever is a collection of 15
Oh, yeah,
Tetris
yeah.
games, and it shows you the history of Tetris. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff deserves its own category.
Mhm.
But my vote still goes to Astrobot. So, but yeah, Mark, are you gonna say Erdtree? Or, you know, is that your final answer? It's okay if it is.
Honestly, just the fact of it's because I honestly don't feel like I can answer again because I'm so like I haven't been able to play any of them really outside of Erdtree. And I don't feel like Erdtree really deserves the category.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Well, you can play Balatro on your phone. It's $10.
$10 for Balatro. Then Balatro wins by default.
This stream is sponsored by Belantro. Read the ad read.
That would be crazy. Guys, have you ever been like on your phone and you wondered to yourself, could I really pass the time with playing Pokemon TCG Pocket? You could. What you could do instead is play Balatro. Balatro is a dude, that'd be crazy if I just pulled that out from the tuck. It's like, wait, this has been a whole sponsor for Balatro this whole
That's
time?
crazy. But
we've been waiting to do this ad read for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do feel kind of bad for you, Mark. Other than like Elden Ring, Balatro, and Metaphor, you have no access to these other games. Like,
I mean, I
It's
can
mean,
play them
yeah.
on. I can play Black Myth Wukong on PC. I just wasn't able. I just haven't
True
gotten
that,
it yet.
yeah.
sure, but yeah, okay, yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I forget
That's
it's on
fair.
PC. But the other games, is not on PC. Like,
I'm sure. I know
Seven
they're working-
Rebirth
I know
and
they're working on the
Astrobot.
PC I know they're working on the PC port of Rebirth.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
16s is out. I still need to play it.
I feel like Astrobot would eventually show up, right?
No, I actually do
I
not.
think Astrobot would end up on PC.
I do
you know
not
what?
think
Yeah.
Astrobot's making it.
Yeah, we talked about that
Only-
before because it's
only
so
because
heavily
it's-
PlayStation IP.
Yeah, it's so heavily referenced into PlayStation things. Like, I don't think they would have the put it on PC. It's a little weird, right? Like, you're
That
not
is true,
celebrating
yeah.
PlayStation's history.
That's true. So,
Although I do know
That's
they are
rough.
trying to target more the PC market. So
sure.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
But yeah, I do think Astrobot is my game of the year for this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stick with Rebirth on this one.
Okay.
I can see the other ones though winning. It's
I'm
tough.
going to abstain, but I will say who I think deserves it out of these. This is not my personal pick. This is just who I think deserves it the most out of with the two that I think deserve it the most are probably either Rebirth or Wukong.
Okay.
I have a strong feeling it's gonna be. Unfortunately, it's gonna be between Wukong, Erdtree, and Rebirth.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Man, if Erdtree wins, there's gonna be a riot.
If Erdtree wins, Phil is gonna cry.
I'm gonna lose it, dude. Like I said, dude, I'm not even like mad about the quality. Erdtree is
Game of
good.
the year is
Erdtree
Elden
is.
Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. Cat says my water broke.
Oh my god. No.
Phil will flip a table.
I'll talk to you about that in a little bit, Mark. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. But that's it. There.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We wrapped it.
This what podcast going too long. It was a lot.
That's true. Yeah, figured as much. We had to catch up, and we did all this.
Yeah.
So
I heard you growling. I've been fighting off my dog.
I heard.
Yeah.
I also heard a lot of licking. I was like, this is not the. That's not
ASMR podcast.
That's not.
First, he's a Sour Patch Kid. First he's sour, then he's sweet.
Now he's gone forever.
And now he's eating her. And now he's gonna eat me. Oh my god.
They're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god.
So wait,
What
when
a
is
good
oh, it even says here December 12th. Oh
Yeah,
god.
December 12th.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I guess we should probably have our own personal game of the years, or games of the year, probably after, the Game Awards, and also just because of like the timing and everything. We'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking like just later half of December, but that also is kind of a tight like schedule there. So
More towards the end of the year.
yeah, more towards the end of the year. If we have to roll it over to January, I'm also kind of open for that too. So
I should
just
be in my new place by then.
oh wow, that's crazy. I got
You're what?
one.
We got accepted to the apartment.
That's crazy,
yeah!
dude. That's exciting.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Welcome.
Now I gotta get a gerb.
A gerb. You got to join Phil on the GameStop.
I already did that. I already worked there once. I don't know if I'd do it again.
Sure, you can.
That's kind of crazy because I would figure like the GameStops out here are a little more wild.
Well, the thing is, because like I noticed, I don't know if it was just I don't know if it was just a me thing or if it was just like I noticed when I was working there, I was playing less games when I was working at GameStop.
Really?
Hmm.
Huh. I guess
I can kind of see that, but I
Interesting.
personally, it doesn't stop me.
But that's the thing. I don't know if that was just a me thing at that time or if that was an actual thing of the job. I don't know what it was.
yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. They do.
I
say
feel like
sometimes-
I
yeah.
am more into trying to pick up like titles nowadays.
Huh. All right. Interesting. Yeah. All right.
Should be studied. Should be studied for sure.
Should be studied for sure. All right. Let's wrap it up, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode. It's been like a week. Congratulations again to Mark getting married. And I guess also like getting to a new place.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to the marriage club.
He's on the up and
It's
up.
fun. It's fun, and it's also hard, but you'll do it. You'll get through it.
It's also miserable.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. No, wait,
Bill, why'd you say that?
wait.
All right. But it has been what was it, episode 526 DangIT Prodcast. My name is Justin.
Mark.
And I'm Philip.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bye, everybody. Let's see.